Hi. I've been told I need a new introduction, so hi everybody. I'm Brune. Today's date, Wednesday, 15th of May. Hi everybody. Let's get the guests on. First up, here we go. Echo Chamberlain.
I still have no idea what's going on in this film. I don't know.
Neither have I, mate.
I understand anything about it, but I thought I'd just come along and just ask questions, and hopefully, I might
That's how I'm
understand a little bit
playing
more.
it. Are you well, dude?
Think I'm all right. Yeah, it's so nice to not have to be worrying about the controls after doing a live stream yesterday.
Okay, it's great to have you on. Shall we get the next peep out?
Go on.
Okay, fresh from... He got there, folks. He got to his 1,000 subscribers. He did it, folks. Yay, Master Niyat.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello there.
Hello, chat. How are we doing this morning? Evening.
Evening. Hello,
Evening
my
for
friend.
you
How are you
guys.
doing?
I'm well, thank you, Brown. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You did the big one.
I did the big 1,000.
Amazing. Amazing. How long did it take you to get there?
7 years. 7 years.
That's almost as long as me.
Hang
Oh,
in
well
there.
done, my friend. That's an amazing achievement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we get the next peep out?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Reach around droid of choice and all that malarkey. Zee-ThreePIO.
Good evening, Mr.
Hello.
Brown. That wasn't a new intro. That was the old intro. Only less
It was
than
exactly
melodic.
the
Less
same
of
intro.
it.
Yeah.
Less of
No.
it. Less of it.
How can you have a music channel with an absolute banger on it and not be able to sing in tune on the opening?
That's a good question.
It is a very good question.
That is a good question. I've never proclaimed to be a singer, but anyway. So there you go. It's great to have you on, mate. Should we get this peep out?
Get them in.
It's full house tonight. Okay. Yes. Darth Kiplin.
Yeah, hello, Brown. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, hello to the chat as well. How are
Any
we
stories?
today? How are we today, Brown? How are you doing?
Not too bad. Any? Not today. Did you say? What? No stories.
Oh well, I was cooking up a new delectable delight called Greedo's Fingers. I don't know if you want to hear about it at all.
Go on. We do.
Well, yes. Well, this is the script from the latest commercials for the cake. But their acquaintance Darth Kiplin one day presented me with his new baked delights called Greedo's Fingers as we convened in my opulent chamber, savoring the tales of the dark side. An unforeseen incident unfolded. Darth Kipling, in his boundless creativity, playfully brandished the pastries, each resembling the ill-fated bounty hunter's outstretched digits. Yet, when we in the guards sucked on these treats, the taste was so astonishing that we were seized by the simultaneous gasgasm. Of course, this provoked a debate between us all over who shot first. Still, even in the throes of culinary ecstasy, Lord Kipling does lead exceedingly good mass debates.
It's great to have you on, mate.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Okay. Look who's here, everybody. Not Ryan.
Evening, Brune, evening, chat, evening, fellow guests. How are we all?
Not bad. You all right?
Not too bad. A tad under the weather this evening. I've got tonsils like beach balls, but off of the pro, I'll keep soldiering on.
It's great to have you on, mate.
Thank you very much. Very nice to be here, Brown.
Just keep those beach balls lubricated, yes?
Yes, I'm sure there must be some ethyl alcohol somewhere that can keep me going.
Okay. Great to have you, mate. And next, why Zelda and all that. Hey, Geek.
Hello.
Diaz. Hello.
Hello. How's everyone?
All
All
right,
right? Yeah, fine.
I hope you're not tired this evening.
I'm always tired, mate. Always.
God,
It's no excuse. What? How long's this one going to be?
He's already tired. It
that's
just hasn't even
very
started yet.
dependent on you, Ian.
No, it's dependent on you, mate. Oh God.
Behave this evening.
Oh
Behave.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
just enjoy being with your mates online. Yes.
If you hear snoring, it's me.
No, that'll be me first.
Oh,
That'll
will
be
it?
me.
Oh, God.
Okay. It's great to have you on, Ian,
Cheers, mate.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay. And, well, there is another, folks. I think the finger just says it all. Here we go.
Sometimes I sit here feeling alone. No one to talk to, I got no microphone. And at night I wake up, I just lie and stir. Come on, save me from this nightmare. Sing along, man, babies. Hi-ho, Silver. Bum, bum, you got me, Lone
Lone
Ranger.
Ranger.
Da-dum, riding on down.
I used to love that program.
To rescue
You,
Queen.
me,
Hello, man,
Queef.
babies. Oh, you all thought it was a clean song. I slipped a bit of queef in the end. Hope you enjoyed that one. Good evening. Welcome to the penultimate stream for Attack of the Clouds.
What? Hold on there. What do you mean penultimate stream?
Penultimate means third to last, doesn't it? We've got two more after tonight. So.
Oh God.
No, we with a bit of luck and a bit of grease, we might get this wrapped tonight. So we'll see how we go. We got 300 slides, Brown.
I think we've got 20 minutes to cover. I think we can do that.
And most of that is fights.
Yeah. But it's the best. If it's any consolation, it's the best bit of the movie. Kind of.
Yes. In fairness, it's not up against much competition, is it, Brian?
Agreed. But yeah. Ruin, you are in the seat, my friend. Over
Okay,
to
well, we've got
presenter.
a big old panel tonight, so I'll have to make sure we get everyone involved. But yes, let's do the damn thing. So
I will say evening chat first. Evening chat.
Hello, Chad.
hello
Hi.
to the chat.
I think this is where we
So
got
this
to.
is this where we left it, Brian? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Well, before we do, I'm going to hand over to my my golden dome droid friend, Z. Could you possibly bring us up to date, please? Give us a little recap, as only you can.
Geonosis and an entire range of Jedi action figures have stormed the Colosseum. Separatist leader Count Dooku has the upper hand and the Jedi are routed. 14 hours and 30 minutes later, we are still reviewing this fucking film. Will we finish this movie tonight? Will Brown add a join button for subscribers? Only time and our ever-depleting patience with legendary director Ruin Johnson will determine the outcome as we load up the first slide of the evening.
Boom. There we go.
Well done.
Very good, Z. Very good. Well, we're right in the thick of it, aren't we? We're right in the thick of the battle. Brown, is this a look at that moment? Are you liking the red laser shots?
I do like screen grabbing, like the optimum laser shots. I do like that. But other than that, it's a bit ordinary, isn't it?
A bit not beige, bit orangey or whatever the colour is.
Yes.
I don't know, but okay. Well, look, here's one for you. This is like straight out to the acolytes, isn't it? It's all the Jedi there with all the different coloured lightsabers. By the way, folks, 3 weeks to the acolytes. I hope you're all excited. But anyway, who's dead in this scene? Who? Anyone know? Someone's already dead.
An extra.
I don't know. I'm sure
Just
they've got an
extra.
action figure though.
Oh,
Jedi.
it looks like a Jedi, doesn't it? Yeah. And
Is that a youngling at the front?
Oh.
No, it's a woman.
Okay.
It's a small little woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy Cranky.
And there's one Jedi on his back who's still trying to fight, and another dead one next to him. Wow, it's
Actually, I think I know that woman. She's a makeup girl. They just stuck her in a costume, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It still looks like a collection of people just stood around.
Yeah.
Or is that me?
No, it's just really badly done, isn't it? Because they were making up as they went along, because it was all green screen and they didn't know where to put people, so they just put people everywhere, really. So.
So this is the Jedi have just rocked up, haven't they? We've got a bit of a turf war going on here.
They're being outnumbered as well.
Yes, they are indeed. And the fighting, a mixture of help me out with the droid names. He'll know. What are we? Battle droids. They've rocked up, haven't they? What else have we got?
You got the battle droids, which are in red because of the mineral deposits on Geonosis, and you've got the super battle droids, and you've got some droidicas in there as well somewhere.
Droidicas, yeah. Tom's here, everyone. He says, bit too crowded. I don't know whether he means this shop or the panel tonight. I don't know, but either way,
Probably the panel.
we'll make do. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's rock it on because... Oh, no.
Oh, God, there's a stupid bit. Yeah, stupid.
What's happened? So we left it, Z. Your head was on another droid's body, wasn't it? And the head was on your body, and then now your head's off the body. What? How do we get to this point, Z? Only you can explain it.
Well, one drunk night in Tatooine, Uncle Owen slipped me some roofies in my lube. And all of a sudden I woke up here, completely headless. I don't know how I'm going to end this. Oh, I'm quite beside myself.
Yeah.
Very good. Is this where R2 is like towing your head along the ground? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, it's got a magnetic clamp, so
Yeah.
it drags my head along and then attaches it to the body.
Yeah, he couldn't fly and get to your body, could he? Like he
No.
did before for some
Used up all the
unknown
fuel
reason. Right.
you know.
I always found it strange how quickly and easily they seem to be able to put you back together, Z, when Chewie had so much trouble in Empire, didn't he? Trying to reconnect Chewie. But,
Yeah, it took bloody ages. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's what
And he
happens
got
when
it
you've got
wrong,
hairy
didn't he?
fingers.
Yeah.
Chewie was a big furry oaf, whereas R2D2 is an astromech droid, so
It's
he's got a little
absolutely
bit.
specialist in this field.
Yep.
Can you
Chewbacca
imagine-
put my head on backwards. I could see my ass. What's all that about?
Can you imagine how hard it must be for a Wookiee with all that fur in his hands not to get it trapped in all the mechanisms as he's reassembling a droid?
I'll have to
Yes.
correct you though. You couldn't see your ass because your ass wasn't there, was it? There was only half of you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Empire.
good point.
That's very true.
I just want to point out, because I'm always accused as bringing the smut to this stream, but the chat are honestly a different level of perversion. I've seen head jokes
we've
and
encouraged it.
teabagging jokes and fleshlight jokes. I mean,
We've encouraged them. That's the thing.
Well, I
Throughout
think
the
you're right.
weeks
No,
of these
no.
live
Nurtured
Oh, nurtured. Okay.
is the
Like a-
correct term.
Like a
Nurtured.
semi, nurturing a
Yes,
semi.
Nurtured.
Have we
And
groomed them?
also add, if you're going to put your penis into my neck socket, you're going to receive 110 volts of direct current.
What do we guys think of the design of this droid? I think it's an ugly looking thing. I just really hated it when I first saw it.
It's a bit like
got a
Ram
dong.
Man from He-Man. Oh no, don't start with a dong.
he's been skipping leg day at the gym, that's for damn sure, isn't it? He's very top heavy.
And the other one, those stupid Roger ones. I hated them as well.
I didn't
yeah.
like them either.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
even
just
more so
seem
in
like
the,
cannon fodder.
In the Clone Wars animated series, they're pretty much treated as comic relief.
All right.
Mm.
Well, more or less in this film as well.
They look like they're taking a shit. They're always squatting.
Yeah.
I think we should
So
read some more of the chat tonight. So, Echo, why don't you do the favor, if you would, on this one from Mega Spidey Man?
Flashlight jokes? Mega Spidey Man asks. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
There we go. It's glad to know we're making someone's night. Okay, so we move on from the robots to a nice shot of Padme. The cue the wands in the chat.
Doesn't that look horrendous?
It's not great. Yeah.
Oh, look
Well,
at
it is
Obi on the
just
right.
still, isn't it?
Yeah, the right is particularly
Oh.
strange. Fair play to Padme though, keeping her eyes open while she takes the shots, not like Leia, always closing her eyes. We get a rare reverse shot of what's his face? The guy with the green, the smiling Jedi.
Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto. How could I forget a name like that? Yeah, reverse shot Kit Fisto.
It's a
I
drinking
don't think
game, by
it
the way.
is. I
It
don't think
isn't?
it is
It's
Kit
not.
Fisto.
Oh, it's not Kit
Who
Fisto.
do you think that
Oh.
is?
I think it's not Alice
disappointing.
Akira, is it? Oh, I can't remember the name.
I'm really taken aback by how you can remember these names, because I can't remember any of the names from the Jedi.
They're called fans, Ian.
No, well,
Trauma.
super fans, mate. That's what they
Trauma,
are.
Ian, that's what it is. It's the trauma that just
Trauma.
sticks it in your
Wow.
head.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It's
here
a
we go.
drinking game.
oh well, we got to get Z to read this for sure, haven't we?
So I take it the droids feel pain then, because I know what's the point of that function?
Singeing
feeling
my
pain.
circuits.
Return of the
Inter-
Jedi establishes that with the torture droid.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And the little gonk, the one that just disturbed me for about 20 years.
Mm.
That scene.
yeah. Right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? You wouldn't think they have any way of feeling.
Well, it was a
pain.
joke, wasn't it? You know, when he's going no, and his hand
Yeah.
gets
No,
pulled
Daddy,
off.
Wasn't
no.
funny for me. In 3 years of therapy to go over that.
Z, could you do the line? Please.
R2, please be careful. You're singeing my circuits.
Who
Slightly
came up
more
with that line?
erotic than I expected, but
I read somewhere this actually wasn't the first draft.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
There are two versions.
Yeah, I read
There are
was it
two?
within the last week or so that this wasn't the first draft.
Well, the thing is, though, essentially they kept rewriting it as they were shooting it. So you know, and Lord knows how many drafts in the end. I want to ask a question. Okay, so you know, R2 can open little doors on him, and then things come out, and he can read computers and stuff. I always wondered what that circle on Zee-ThreePIO was for.
oh yeah.
Anybody know?
Well,
Crichton is one, but it's further down in his anatomy, if you remember.
It's a suction
and
attachment.
we've got the man on.
I just wondered
Care
what it was.
to explain, Z? What is that circular thing on your torso?
Well, you attach a hose on one end and a flashlight to the other. And it does the sucking motion for you.
I see.
If you may have
Uncle Owen
noticed,
loves it.
I don't have lips.
Well, R2's done a grand old job of fixing you up there, Z, hasn't he? It's rather impressive how he's connected all the leads and cables. Wow, now that's not a bad shot.
Is it?
Okay, so the question is, where's R2 and Zee-ThreePIO in this?
Yeah.
Is this the
good
whole
point.
shot? Must be to the left or the right. I don't know.
It's like a Where's Wally, isn't it? I've got no idea where they are. Let's bring our old mate Master Niyat in, if we could. Master Niyat, we've got a fair few Jedi here battling away. Got a particular favourite out of these, gang?
Mace Windu, simply because
Yeah.
he's a badass motherfucker and he's got a purple lightsaber.
absolutely.
Yes, yeah, man.
Yes, and he was adamant on that, wasn't he? The old purple
was.
lightsaber.
Did he what's stand and deliver, man?
What?
What?
You were
Adamant?
Adamant.
Oh,
No.
dear.
Oh God!
I'm here all week. Moving on. Killed it.
That's
Sorry,
your
folks.
First formal warning for dad jokes. Brian.
Sorry.
One more of those.
Sorry, I killed it. Sorry.
Brian, while I've got you though, because I know you like to talk about composition and color, and you know that's the inner
Rainbows,
raging
beautiful.
design artist in you.
Beautiful rainbows.
What do you make of this? Because it's very kind of orangey, isn't it? I mean, it basically fades to orange around the edges. Is there Do you think there's a flaw here? I mean, the droids are orangey coloured, the floor's orangey coloured, the arena's orangey coloured. I mean, this not great, is
Maybe
it?
the CGI technology wasn't good enough, and we know it wasn't. And probably a little bit of thinking from George. You don't have.
I'll tell you what's
robots.
the flaw in this scene is that there's no dead Jedis, and this is meant to be,
Yes.
you know, right across the board. You're meant to be seeing from the top of the
Yeah, where are they gone?
to the side. There's none. There's none. There should be you know, dead on the floor or bodies.
Where's Jango Fett's head?
Do you think they were minimizing the dead bodies to get the PG rating?
Yeah,
Must
possibly.
be. Yeah, good point.
Would that really get a higher rating if there were just people lying on the ground?
Well, if there's a decapitated head, then probably.
No, well, obviously you wouldn't do that. But the rest of the Jedi should be on the floor dead, shouldn't they? Because there were loads of them from the top. Yeah, from the beginning of the scene. It's Christopher Lee. I love Christopher Lee.
Yep, there he is.
Vagina wall.
What's his hand gesture he's doing there? Is he doing some kind of choke maneuver, or is this just a random gesture?
It looks like he's about to begin praying.
Is he just rubbing the man in the boat at the top?
Oh no.
Oh no! Don't do that, Brown.
Sorry, I fucked it up again. Sorry.
I love the is it Nemoidian?
Nemoidian.
On the left. Yeah, have I got that right for once?
Yes.
God. I love the constant look of alarm. They constantly look on edge, don't they? But and this looks well, shite. They don't look great close up, do they?
I don't know. Do I like them or not?
I hate them. I hate their designs. They're so awful and clunky, and you know, it really doesn't look like something designed for battle at all.
What's with their torsos? It's like those springs that you put on the stairs, and they go down the stairs one at a time.
Yeah.
Slinkies.
Yeah.
Why is it they've got all this tech, and yet in Star Wars, which is what, 25 years later, zero.
Well, there's a practical explanation for that, clearly.
Yeah.
CGI.
Why is it
we do what they want? Sorry, Ron.
No, sorry, Brian. I didn't know you were still going, mate. I was just trying to defend George and the prequels. I was going to say, why did we go to the moon in 1968 or whatever it was, and we haven't been back? You know, it's
we have been back, but they just haven't told us.
Oh,
too expensive.
There we go. We can
with the UFOs and all.
Yeah, these droids, though, I mean, one of them's all neck and the other's no neck. So it's strange, isn't it?
Roger.
So the Geonosians, they created the droid army, correct? And they also have barbaric ancient old rituals in colosseums. Are both of those things true?
Yeah, I would say so.
Is it? Did I hear this? I think I read it at the back of a card. You know, with the Star Wars cards. They talked about the Clone Wars before they made this films, right? In the original movies,
Yes.
am I right?
Yeah.
So I remember reading the back of the card. It said that the clones, it was outlawed that they weren't allowed to make clones anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It was.
okay.
Is that true in this as well? As it went on.
Well, they kind of padded it out in Star Wars Rebels, where the Emperor had the cloning laboratories on Kamino destroyed from orbit.
Right, gotcha.
So they were completely and utterly destroyed, and only the Empire had cloning technology, which was Operation Necromancer, obviously to make the Palpatine clone. So it is kind of, it's not established here, but it gets padded out later.
Right, gotcha.
So the Separatists made the droid army using the Geonosians, and then the establishment rump created the clone army to fight the created droid army. Is that correct?
Kind of.
Yeah, Palpatine created both at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Do the clones have souls?
Who knows?
Yes.
They do.
Have they got footwear?
So the Senate
Alright.
created a clone army when they emerge as clones, as adults, are they fully formed but without any memories? Or like, what are they when they emerge? Are they actually people?
They're children, but they've got like a hypergrowth where they grow to an adult within 10 years. I think they say at the beginning of this film, right?
Okay.
But does that mean to say every stormtrooper's a clone then?
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
Do
they
these
faded
clones
out
have-
the clones because of their short lifespan. And once the Empire took over after Revenge of the Sith, they established stormtrooper conscripts, so you could effectively join the army.
Right.
Did the good guys in this trio of films have any moral qualms about generating mass accelerating growing people to just become cannon fodder soldiers to fight their war for them?
Well, the good guys weren't aware.
They weren't aware.
That's what the vote was about, wasn't it? The very start of the film.
Well, the vote was about creating an army. It wasn't about creating clone troopers.
Well, Padme was against it. The Military Creation Act, wasn't she?
But they must know that the clones en masse are fighting their war for them.
They do now.
They do now. I'm just more confused than ever.
Who's that
The
guy
Sword in
behind?
the Sword in the Storm points out they're at the point where they don't really have a choice. It's already done for them.
But nobody questions where the clones came from.
Well, we did find out where they came from.
Well,
didn't we?
yeah, but that investigation doesn't go anywhere.
No.
All of a sudden, they've got an army and they've gone, well, that's all right then.
Yeah.
But if you're just a typical clone, you must be thinking, what the fuck is going on? Why am I fighting a war for these people? I just came to life 2 days ago. Like, it's so weird. I don't understand.
I guess they're programmed, aren't they?
Yes.
They're programmed not to. Yeah.
But how can they have a
totally
soul if
obedient.
they're programmed? So they're programmed, but they also have a soul?
I don't know.
They gain individualism as time progresses.
Oh, right.
They all come out the same, but depending on what path they take, they have very different behaviors.
Come out.
Well,
How long did they live for then?
Good question.
2 films.
Because Commander Rex is supposed to be present at the end of Return of the Jedi. But
if some of the
in active
clones wanted to
service
be
here.
if some of the clones wanted to be separatist clones, would the Senate have to recognize them and the legitimacy of their separatism?
No, they're
Oh, they're
programmed for obedience.
Yeah.
So they don't have a
Zee,
soul.
since you're so well versed in this, are there any clones that ignored Order 66?
Yes.
Ooh. Interesting.
Sounds like a good
So-
story.
We're supposed to find it exciting when you have clones programmed for obedience en masse
Well,
fighting droids.
Rex
So stupid.
tried to resist it, but ended up still opening fire on Ahsoka. But she managed to get his control chip out before he went full schizo on her.
This whole thing is madness.
Oh, so did they in this universe? Do they have Blade Runners to eliminate them if they run away?
That'd be a good film. I'd watch that.
I'm just glad we paused on this scene to have this extended conversation because I've just been drooling at Natalie Portman's abs while you've been chatting away.
Only on
One
this
more
stream.
question. I got one more question, which is
Yes.
the separatists. Is it like the United States where you can't separate because you're dividing the Union, or is it like it's an intergalactic UN where people can opt in or opt out, and therefore that's perfectly fine if they want to separate?
Yes,
Which one?
It's a bit of both, isn't it, Z?
it is really. I mean, it's like choosing which trading bloc you want to belong to.
Oh, fuck this film. Anyway,
And one trading bloc has embargoes against some of the planets in the other trading bloc.
I see.
I think we need
jerk
some,
off movie.
we need some prequels to the
Who
prequels by the
says
sound of it.
politics is boring?
I do.
I did love at the start of that little little side quest in the conversation. We're getting quite deep and philosophical with this unresolved issue with the clones and morals and those kinds of values. And then suddenly Ian just says, "Oh, who's that bloke with the mullet?"
Yeah. Who is it? Who is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got has he got a top knot?
I don't
He
know.
has, yeah. It's very, dare I say, like something like the Acolyte. Also, anyone notice Milli Vanilli next to him? He just snuck in there. Didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting couple of
Very good.
Jedis. This, you don't realize this, do you? When you watch it at full speed, you get to digest each scene by scene. And talking of terrible hairdos, here we go. Brown is
Look.
Brownie. How did you let me start without establishing the drinking game? I've almost
I
finished.
said,
Whoa, hold on, wait a
What?
sec. We just saw that shot where they're all being surrounded, and
Hmm.
Obi-Wan bends down and sees a dead Jedi there in the establishing shot. There's no Jedis on the
Yeah.
ground. What the hell? What's going on? It's
Yeah.
weird.
There's no sense of continuity.
No, there isn't. There isn't at all.
Very, can I just say, very sensible shoes the Jedi's wearing there. You know, it's very
Mhm.
functional, flat. Yes, well done. Bram, we did do the drinking game. You're a terrible host. So let's sneak
I
it
did
in
try
quickly.
to mention it a few times. but-
Well, you weren't forceful enough. God damn it.
Well, I'm a guest.
Okay, let's
presenting.
get some suggestions then. So, Echo, why don't we start with you? What would you like to establish for the drinking game?
Well, every time I have a genuinely legitimate question about clones.
Christ.
Everyone takes several drinks to catch up in that case. Master Niyat, what would you like to include?
Every time somebody says a piece of redundant dialogue,
Oh,
Hammered.
easy. It's a school night. What are you trying to do to us? Z, what would you like to introduce?
Well, at the end of Revenge of the Sith, the clone army is basically disbanded and they're let go just to mix with the population and try and make their way in life as they progressively get older and die. Whenever Obi-Wan tells Anakin not to do something.
Ooh, okay.
Does one of the
Gibbers.
clones go on top of a roof with a dove and talk a little monologue about tears and rain?
One of them does, yeah.
Okay.
Green.
You've had clones defect and raise a family on a farm.
Okay.
You know, because they were left behind and they just didn't want to fight anymore.
Well, who can blame them? Did they get paid for their services?
No.
Why not?
Get free meals.
They're legitimate veterans in a conflict, and they don't get paid by the government.
No, they get bed and board and an excellent dental plan.
And then 2 years later they're dead, aren't they? So there you go.
Well, not that fast. I think you
What
can get a good
2 years?
40 years out of them.
40?
Mm.
Oh dear.
They should rebel.
Yeah, that's right.
Kippers, you got a drinking submission for us?
Every time there's a blatantly bad green screen shot.
Oh,
That's all of it.
Come on.
God.
Yeah, that's
Are you
unfair.
serious?
No, there's some really. I mean, I think the green screen's quite good in this film. Actually, I think that's one of the things they
maybe
got
it's
right.
just the positionals of
Yeah.
where everybody is in
Well,
relation
maybe I
to-
should say dodgy compositing, because I think we've seen
Yeah,
already
that's better,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
better,
yeah.
yeah,
with the
That's better,
droids
yeah.
and the creatures in the arena
Yeah,
that you,
fair
they're
enough.
clearly not in the scene.
yeah,
You know, they're just
yeah.
been layered on the top.
Brian?
How about every time there's an incredibly obvious CGI face replacement on the great Sir Christopher Lee's stunt double?
that's the whole ending climax, isn't it?
That's very presumptive of you that we're going to even get there, Brian, but we'll see how we go. Brownie?
Has it specifically got to be to do with the film itself?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Kind of the
basic
fucking
criteria.
point, bro.
No, I was just
Why
going to
we're
say,
here.
every time Echo gets bogged down in the script,
I'm not getting it bogged down. It's legitimate
Legitimate question,
carrying it.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
Ruin, what's
MJ
yours?
UK84 says 30 minutes in, still in the arena, still deciding the drinking game.
I'm Brown. What I'm doing is I'm dredging the bog.
The sad fact is that most of, or nearly almost all of Echo's questions can only be answered with supplementary material.
Oh, that's what we like in Disney, isn't it? Mega, I didn't get a drinking submission from you. Have you got one for us?
Every time Yoda goes when he's fighting. There you go.
Oh, right,
So-
okay. I like that. That's every frame of ball.
I have no alcohol.
My
just add one as well?
submission is is every time Mega Geek tells us to move along.
You're going to get really drunk then.
I'd just like to add one about every time Brown masticates in the background. I think.
Christ!
We're just drinking.
We'll just end it here.
What about every time everybody puts up one, the number one?
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay, well, we go back to the vagina balcony, and old Dooku there.
Did no one tell George at this point? Look, George, mate, look, this whole thing right here, it's not on. We can't do this. It's a kids' movie.
Do you know
Vanishing
what? Right?
space.
This
Not
was
on,
actually this was actually a model. This was built. This is like I can't remember what scale it was, but it was an actual physical model that they built.
It looks like 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Black Live wants a bit of action from it.
Vagina balcony, yeah.
Oh,
The platform.
so this
they've
is
included the dead Jedi. There you go.
Oh, the back.
Yeah,
The back.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Dooku just trying to basically talk Windu down, isn't it? Into surrender.
Fucking hell, Obi-Wan looks like he's been in the drinking game right there.
It's a bit dishevelled.
Have we got any noteworthy Jedi here who've not name dropped already? Anyone worth mentioning?
Zee-ThreePIO, I recognise.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the guy with long hair, Milli Vanilli, at the back left.
Yeah.
Zee might know.
Fister.
What's his name?
He's
Be careful.
Really demonetized over a Jedi's name.
There's an attractive lady in the middle at the back called Baltimore
yeah.
Swan. I know that.
Oh, nice. Who's the guy with ears like Snoopy?
Snoopy?
Yeah.
Zee-ThreePIO. That's Zee-ThreePIO.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't last long against Palpatine.
Oh,
in the
damn.
next film.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
Well, okay, we dropped a few
Oh, we're doing
names there.
spoilers, by the way. I forgot.
Oh, hang on, is that Adi Gallia there as well at the back? Is that Adi Gallia with the headdress?
That's the name I was trying to get earlier on. Yep.
Can't believe I know this.
Do you want to give us your best Christopher Lee Brown?
Surrender and your lives will be spared.
Okay, not bad. And let's see, who can we pick on to do a bit of Samuel L. Master Niyat, go on. You know you've got it in you.
We will not be hostages to be barded with, Dooku, you motherfucker.
Hey, he left it to the end.
Nice.
Where's my super suit? Remember that?
What's that weird bollock-looking pumpkin headed thing?
It's got a smiley face on it. It's got. Look at it. Can you see the smiley
yeah.
face on it? Yeah. I think that might be deliberate.
Is that a young Ahsoka walked on set or so? Not Ahsoka. What is it? What's it? No, the girl from the Jabba's palace. What it?
Yeah.
Tila. It's not Tila. It's oh God, I can't get the name. I can't get the name.
Ayla Secura?
Oh, that's it.
Brilliant, aren't it? Fucking
Yeah.
I'd love to secure her, Ayla.
Oh, dear.
Boom.
When they brought her back for the reshoot, she hadn't aged a day. She looked the same, they were saying, when they brought her back.
The Ula actress, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ula, even.
Oh, he plays it well here, doesn't he, Dooku? We fans of Dooku?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best thing about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's such a shame he got rid of so easily, though.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that he would have been,
Hello,
Anyway.
Mannequin. Nice observation from Smilex. Green don't crack, by the way. That's well known. Another terrible shot of these battle droids.
Everybody, just
let's have a drink. Okay.
Yeah, I was never a fan of these designs, I have to admit. I kind of just tolerated them.
They're very ugly, aren't they?
No. What else we got here? Adi Gallia again. There's Pumpkinhead on the far right. I don't know what's going on.
He really
Still
needs
got
to pop that.
Smiley face, isn't he?
Oh, Ahsoka is there. Look. You
Yeah,
see
Ahsoka,
Ahsoka.
yeah, in the middle.
No, that's Shakti.
Oh, okay. And there's it looks like there's an alien face hugger jumped on someone's head there in the left.
Yeah, she was in Phantom Menace, wasn't she? I can't remember her name though. She's one of the council.
Adigalia, is it not? You just said it.
And is that someone in modesty gown on the left there? She's not showing a lot, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Is that Adigalia or is it Depa Billa? I can't fucking remember now.
I'm going for Adigalia. My money's on Adigalia.
Which one?
Yeah,
Second
which
from
one?
the left, or third from the left, rather.
Third.
The one with the hijab.
Oh.
No, not that one. That's Luminari and Julie, is it not?
That's what I was trying to think of. Luminari.
Yeah, that's Luminari.
How do you know all these names? Fucking hell.
Fuck knows, bro.
Question from
sure that's not
Jamalama.
Kit Fisto from the back.
Would lesbian Twi'leks do tentacle scissoring?
Yes.
Something worth
Yes, they do.
pondering.
I wonder what these actors think of the film now, as it stands now. You know, like
Fucking
Natalie
shite.
Portman. Yeah, Natalie Portman. What she
Oh,
thinks?
there we
what
go.
she'd
This
say.
is it. It's more like it.
I wasn't in it,
Here we
maybe.
go.
Yeah.
Put it this way, Ian. Right? There's people that played those. You know the guards, Palpatine's guards in the blue outfits with like the brush kind of headdress on them. They carry the force pikes. They're kind of like blue versions of the Emperor's Royal Guards in the original trilogy. I know a guy who was one of those who's still going to Star Wars
conventions,
gatherings at events, and still does appearances and gets paid every time he goes. So these people are probably just going, yeah, I am. Oh, there's another event coming up this month. That's another 3,000 in the bank.
Did they pay them that much?
Wow.
No idea. I'm just kind of pulling something out. Yeah.
Tend to charge from the autographs, don't they?
Yeah, 20, 30 quid for a signed photo. Or whatever. Yeah, I think in answer to your question, Mega, it's highly depends on the actor. I mean, someone like a Natalie Portman who had quite a reasonably successful career, didn't she? Black Swan and various other things, yeah. But some of the, I mean, Hayden, it was really the peak for him, wasn't he? He didn't do a lot else, did he? Of note.
I know he did a commercial with Justin Trudeau, so it's not too bad.
He was actually pretty good in Life as a House with the He Shall Not Be Named.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor. He's a good actor. It's just
now.
No, I don't know about now, but I did see that film and I thought he was quite good in it. In fact, I didn't recognize it. I didn't realize it was him until halfway through the film. Yeah, until halfway through the film, I realized.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brownie, you got all excited when we briefly flipped.
Well, we've sat through 2 hours to get to the good bit now.
I'm sorry, right, but these ships are they're crap. It's like they tried to design something and they said, that's good enough.
Some of them are okay.
That's good enough. Look how crap this one is. It's so rubbish. It's just you shit.
I mean, that's one of this trilogy's big unanswered questions. Everybody knows where the clones came from, but who built all these fucking ships? At the end.
Doesn't The Last Jedi address that to a degree?
The what?
Absolutely, Brian. You're right. But, please expand. Please expand. Yeah.
Talking about the people from when he said Casino Royale, which fucking I've tried to wipe it from my memory.
Casino Planets.
Canto Shy. That's it. That's the
That's
one.
it.
DJ talks about the people making arms for both sides, if you recall.
Do you know in the Addy one version of Star Wars, what's his name gets blown up, doesn't he? Jar Jar.
Does he?
Yeah, he gets blown up. You know when Darth, what's his name? Peter Cushing says, name the system, and then Princess Leia says, and then they fired the laser. And there's this shot where Jar Jar's looking out the window, and the laser comes down, and the whole thing blows up. I'm not lying either. I'm not lying. It's in there.
I don't remember that.
Stream
to find watch that now.
No.
It's in there.
Wow.
Can you pause the stream so I can go and see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna take a brief intermission here, folks. I'm all gonna go off and watch Jar Jar's death.
I did see it on YouTube. Put it that
way. We could actually take an intermission while you do that.
I think I'll look it up on YouTube.
Because I prepared on the main live stream when we were going to do 12 hours. I prepared
How did the clones get to the ships? Because the ships weren't on Geonosis.
Pass.
Well, on Geonosis, I've just opened the film. They've the Camino Inns have their own starships, so they've been transported from Camino to somewhere where the other ships have been built.
But they have Star Destroyers.
Not Star Destroyers. If
At
you
the
look,
end of this, they do.
Mm.
In the last scene, closing scene, there's some Star Destroyers in the background. Where the fuck did they come from?
We don't. They might be alluding to there being a time jump. I'm not sure.
We'll have to wait and see.
We shall. Maybe it'll speed the stream up a bit. With one thing, a couple of things I do enjoy about this film there is the production design, and the clones look amazing.
Yeah, look great, don't they?
This was always my favourite armor style for them. They just look so kind of retro 50s.
Every single one of them is CGI.
Yeah.
What?
It's amazing. Yeah, I know. Because the pace of the movie does like operate at quite a clip. You can't really tell a lot of the time. But I mean, even in stills, these look great. Yoda, not so much. But you know, these guys, because they're armor, you don't have to put so much detail on, I guess. But I always loved that design, and I wish they'd kept it all the way through the film. But they kind of had an evolution of it because they wanted to tie them into stormtroopers. But these are great. I love the sound design all the way through this film as well. Again, superb throughout the prequels, as well as John Williams' score. These ships, I know what Ian's saying about the production design on it. They're no Macquarie, but Doug Chang still did a pretty good job. And the only thing I don't like about that, I love the sound of the engines. I love how the engines of all the ships and vehicles throughout this trilogy sound so different, and also to each other, but also from the original trilogy. So the sound helps a lot because it immerses you so much more than you realize. And that's what gave the original trilogy such a certain feel, a substance to it. And this film does the same in a different way, but you come away with it like feeling like you're dressed in different clothes. It's a really well orchestrated sound design all the way through it. But these drop ships, these gunships, whatever they're called, Z and Brian will probably know. But weirdly, the thing that always bugged me with this, and I'm going off on a real geek tangent here, but they don't have. It really annoys me when ships don't have landing gear. Because how the hell are you supposed to put down on a rocky, uneven surface without the thing collapsing and falling over and dispersing its cargo everywhere? And these things just like constantly just land flat on the ground, and it just winds the hell out of me. And I just wish someone would explain it to me, for fuck's sake.
What about Yoda though? He's stuck when the ship's going left to right. He doesn't even fall out. He's just stuck to the ship, isn't he?
Well, he's using the Force, isn't he?
Did we not establish in the previous stream that he has Brie Larson feet and is able to cling on without issue?
He's like one of the action figures, which has a little pin which goes into a little hole in his foot. But are you supposed to feel empathy for these clones? Like if you're watching them on the screen, if one of them dies or gets shot, what are you supposed to feel?
Well, I mean, they're just cannon
Nothing,
fodder, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
I've got to say though,
film?
When I first saw the film, it was a novelty to have the stormtroopers on the good guys' side. You know, I was really hyped by that. So
I thought the movie posters kind of confused me because it had Dooku in the center of one of them and clone troopers behind him, as if he was leading them, and it was kind of, what is going on here? And of course, then the film's completely different. It's nothing like that, you know. So it's totally kind of a subversion of Rian Johnson proportions. But
it's a bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah,
it's the idea of a democracy turning into a dictatorship. You know, start off as the good guys, become the enforcers, bad guys, etc. Sorry, Brown, you were going to say.
Rue, we got a song.
I know. I noticed. I was just flexing the old chest muscles in readiness, but I don't know it. I don't know the damn song. So maybe we can have one of the panel help us out. Feels like an old 70s one. It's probably Mega Geek's territory. This Mega, do you wanna come in?
I don't even know what the song is.
I know
They seek him here.
They seek him there. A fleet of ships
from God knows where. Eagerly they're waiting for this awesome fucking fleet because they are dedicated followers of Dooku.
There you
oh,
go,
yes, they are.
Oh, God.
Oh,
stop.
no, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are.
Stop.
Oh, selector.
Well spotted, Z. I had the theme of the flashing blade in my head for some reason with those lyrics.
You've got to fight for what you want. Yeah, that one, you mean.
Proper Boatelli, Bo Selector. Do you want to rewind?
It is true, though, that you don't care about the clones because they're just faceless, aren't they? They're all stuck behind helmets,
Yeah.
just like the stormtroopers. So we don't
Again,
really...
that's another thing you have to rely on supplementary material for, because a lot of the Clone Wars stories are about the clones themselves as they develop their own individual personalities and quirks. So you actually empathise with them, and when one of them gets off unexpectedly, you actually think,
Excuse me?
"Oh no,
Get off.
absolutely terrible." Less so in
But
the
if
Bad
you're just
Batch.
watching this film as just a typical punter, all you're thinking is who are these people? What's going on? Which side are these people on? Why are there
drink everybody.
lightsabers and stuff?
They're
Doesn't make
faceless
sense.
bodies. Don't care about them.
Okay.
So this is the turning point, essentially, isn't it, of the battle? They can swoop in and save the Jedi. Oh, come on, who's Brian? We haven't had an accent from you tonight. Go on, Brian. Oh, away you go.
Can I nominate Swappers because he is just A1
okay.
at Yoda.
Okay, we'll allow a nomination. Over to you, Swappers.
Around the survivors, a perimeter create.
It's so inefficient when you're giving orders, isn't it? I mean,
It does not work at all, does it?
English, motherfucker. Do you
They should have all
speak
just
it?
stood there and looked at us. Excuse me, sir. What the fuck?
What if the order was something like shoot, don't? It just doesn't work. Yoda's a general. Oh God.
Shoot, do not.
We have a nice. It's like a reminiscence of a ball turret from an old B-17 bomber. I know it's kind of coming out of the side, but that's what the kind of vibes it gives me. It also a little Death Star reference on the laser.
I don't understand the convergence. How would that work? I don't understand.
The B-wings do it as well, don't they? You see them in Return of the Jedi when they spread the S-foils, and a beam comes from the cockpit, two of the wings, and the tail, and they form that kind of convergence beam. But I guess it's supposed to be some kind of powered up version.
I don't understand why it's you can see through them. You can see, why it's made of glass or whatever the material is made of. Why? What's the need of actually seeing them?
It's 360 omnidirectional. You look where the targets are and shoot.
Yeah, but you can as the shooter. But what's the point? Everybody seeing you in there. You'd think that it would be anyway. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much.
The mirrored glass option, was just too expensive for these low terrain attacks.
Is it transparent aluminum?
No.
Okay. Computer.
I believe the in-universe title is transparent steel, I think.
And also, what's the point of walkers? I mean, I understand it in Empire Strikes Back when there's the snow and it's the terrain and stuff like that. But when you look at something like, I don't know, the other movies and they have walkers in there, what's the point? They could have just had ships. I don't understand the point of walkers anywhere else. It's just weird. Anyway, I'm thinking too much about it. I really am.
Did the stadium not just suddenly its proportions increase by 10 sides?
It has, yeah.
I was just thinking that the people that all paid to be there for that gladiatorial show got a lot more, but for their ticket price, didn't they? Yeah.
It wasn't people, that was all ants, weren't it? Or flying things.
Flying bugs.
Yeah.
But you think they'd all be standing in their seats with their iPhones out recording it all, going, "This is the best fucking thing ever."
Aren't they the same creatures from District 9?
No.
Very similar.
Fucking prawns.
They didn't have any wings, do they? Those ones.
Maybe they should drink some Red Bull. I'm here
Thinking
all
man's
week.
Coke.
No, it's not even that good.
It's funny, isn't it? Because with this film, you see George Lucas is like, "Oh, we've got to have some action here." Do you know what I mean? It's just he just piles it on at the ending, doesn't he? Just
Well, we'd been sat through 2 hours waiting for it.
yeah, I guess.
And I do remember I actually did enjoy the last 20 minutes of this in the theatre.
Well,
at least Lucas actually put some action in though, unlike Ruin Johnson, who just dragged out the misery for two or three hours.
Don't talk to me about Endor either. Jesus Christ!
Do you know, I'm gonna say a cheeky. Look at that.
Look at Yoda riding that thing in like he's Tony fucking Hawk.
I never realised all those troopers are CGI.
Every single one of them.
Looks great. Looks great.
What makes it look great is the spectacular lighting work and the shadows and the reflections.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a good bit of grime on them always helps as well, I think, doesn't it?
Indeed.
They're better in Revenge of the Sith because they actually get proper real life soldiers in to train them and the motion capture the movements for the actors.
God, those helmets look so good as well, don't they?
They look like
That's
they're
what she said.
frowning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look mean. They look a lot meaner than the other ones that come after them.
Are they
You would
better
too
than
if you
the?
didn't have a soul.
Are they better than the original trilogy?
No, not at all.
No, that's kind of iconic, isn't it? You can't really get away from that. These are derivative of that, even though they came before it, if you know what I mean. But they're still great.
They are great. They don't suffer from the lack of accuracy of modern stormtroopers.
True. Yeah. I love the way that these are kind of also, the production design of these is also kind of based on the evolution of the Mandalorian helmet. Because they took the clone from Django, so they kind of took the uniform, the outfit from that as well.
Very good point.
Gun. That's a huge gun, isn't it?
BFG.
Yeah, jeez.
I think the helmets look ridiculous. They look like they've been vacuum packed.
Yeah.
The Liam
Vacuum
Neeson
formed.
of guns.
Yeah, vacuum formed, yeah. Oh, each to their own, I guess.
You could say that for all of the Stormtrooper helmets, really, I suppose.
I think they did use real actors in the actual proper uniforms for some shots, I think.
Probably
I may
close
be wrong about that. Yeah, I may be wrong. Especially when I think one of them starts talking to Yoda, doesn't he? And I think that's real. I don't think that's a CGI at all.
Is this a drink? Bad compositing.
Oh, yeah, I think so. And I'm just fresh with another pint of rum and coke, so I'll gladly take a.
It's definitely
swig.
bad. It's definitely bad composition. It's a bit of a mess.
Can we go back to you, Swappers, for this in the style of Yoda, if you would, please, from Smilex?
Smilex in the chat says, "The smell of napalm in the morning, I love."
Very good, Smilex. Swappers, your Yoda is almost as good as your Palpatine, with spoiled for choice.
At least Ray is smiling in his comic strip today. Was it today or was it yesterday? Did you put that out?
Oh, yeah.
The Apprentice episode.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
At least she's happy.
Can I just say we have 22 minutes of the film to cover this evening. So far, we're an hour in almost, and we've covered 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
How many?
Move along.
3 minutes and 8 seconds.
I don't mind lingering on the shots.
I
from this.
don't.
It's all action, so it's great.
Well, we get a nice ball turret. We get Ahsoka. We've got a green. Is it a green lightsaber? Or it's all going off here, isn't it?
It's just green and blue, apart from the purple one.
Couldn't the dynamics of this film fundamentally be exactly the same if you didn't have a droid army or a clone army?
It would be less epic.
But you could literally take out both of those things and have exactly the same situation and dynamics.
Move along.
Let's see you.
I'm right. I'm right on this.
You are.
Echo, you just
You
hurt
are.
my brain now. You hurt my
You
brain.
are.
Stupid fucking film.
Another fabulously composed shot with more lens flare than you can shake a stick
To
at.
be fair, it is a free for all, so you can't really compose that much when it comes to a war. I guess a lot of people fighting. So yeah.
Sword in the Storm, shouldn't you be on your ultra extended half-hour break at the moment? Thank you, Jay.
And this is surely an actor here, isn't it?
It probably is. They mixed it up
Yeah.
quite a lot. Yeah.
Why does is that Ki-Adi-Mundi in the back? Please tell me I've got one name right at last. Why does he look like he's in Force Ghost form? What's going on there?
Muzzle flash, isn't it? From that
Muzzle flap, blue muzzle flap. Yeah.
Fucking hell, we've got a Force ghost on the ship. What's going on? Samuel L. Yeah, looks pissed off. Is that a different style helmet, or is that someone from the back? I can't tell. It's
No,
all
it's
a
just
bit
Same
pleased to
helmet
see
from the
him.
back.
Oh, okay. And then
Get
Yoda
these
looking very
goddamn
waxy there. It's a very
motherfucking
interesting
clothes off
image,
my
this one.
fucking plane.
They never got Yoda right in this at all.
No.
No, it's terrible.
Never go full CGI.
Yeah. Although when they did bring him back as a puppet, he was just he just looked stupid, didn't he? In the was it Last Jedi, whether it was which one was it? Last or the other one? I can't remember. They were terrible.
I don't know why it's so difficult.
That's on me, that one.
I don't know why the concept of getting a puppet and enhancing it with CG for the facial expressions is so difficult. Like that would work. That's the
Anyone did
perfect
it.
combination. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, it would end up looking like Henry Cavill's moustache in Justice League.
Do the clones ever
annoyed.
discuss their circumstances with each other, like if they're
Yes.
on long space trips?
Yes,
Like when they were on their way to this thing
This
here,
is
did,
the
like,
reason
the
why
guy
we're
next
bogged
to
down.
him, did the guy next to him on the
That's valid.
spacecraft just say, "Let's talk about, what do you think about this situation?" Or do they just sit there in silence waiting for their orders?
Because they're programmed. They're programmed to just take orders and
Yeah.
comply. They don't know anything else. That's the whole
But the
point.
whole
Yeah,
that
they don't
comes
really have the
later.
capacity to philosophize, I don't
Yeah.
think. do they?
Straight off the assembly line, they're just programmed for battle.
Yes.
Okay.
That's never
Well-
expressly explained, though, is it? They never do.
No,
go
but
into-
I mean, it is a good guess, though, isn't it? If they're
yeah,
clones
yeah,
and
you can
stuff.
assume that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does say they're totally obedient earlier on in the film.
Ah,
So it's not really something to question if they're totally obedient.
German Shepherds, perfect. So we've got a first super chat of the night from our good old friend Melvin. Master Niyat, would you fancy doing this one for us?
Certainly. What's that adult baby Yoda looking thing?
Ah,
2 pounds from Melvin Deeply.
proper money.
They
as
never
well,
got the
isn't it?
green right on Yoda either,
Thanks,
did
Melvin.
they?
No.
Oof. So that's been shot in half, has it?
I don't know.
It's not.
Which is strange considering droidicas have personal shields. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Strange.
You'd think they'd use them.
Maybe it wasn't up at the time. I don't know.
Hey, what's going on? Are we leaving the arena?
I hope so.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, well, I'm sure I can string this out for another
No,
50
no,
minutes.
no.
I love
Duke
the
is
balcony.
really, he's loving it, isn't he? He's standing up there on his own, getting a free show. Great.
Do you think he's
I
dropped
know what
the
you're
old-
thinking as well.
He's done the old Hugh Edwards here, isn't he? And he's
He
slid
did.
into one of these.
Oh my god!
He's doing
Oh
the Hugh
my
Edwards.
Oh dear.
But he's at this
Spoiled
moment in
for choice.
time in Star Wars, he's the most powerfulest Jedi, isn't he? Or
Oh wow!
he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because nobody can
You're
beat him. He's
actually
so
right,
good.
yeah.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, good shout.
The strangely, the stands have all cleared as well. So I don't know. I mean,
Because they
personally,
ran away.
I would have hung around for this. I
Yeah,
missed the
that's
best
the most
bit.
entertaining
point, yeah.
part.
Best
I'm gonna-
part of the show.
I'm going to counter the strongest Jedi claim.
All right.
He only beats Yoda because of the Yoda's trying to avoid the collateral damage of and protect Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Anakin.
Yeah, I understand that, but he does say it, doesn't he? He says, "I'm the most powerful," and he starts firing lasers out of his hands and stuff, doesn't he? I think in this one. But I mean, he is quite powerful, though, isn't he? He's very powerful.
Yes,
Just
just with that voice.
Flav or Flav, I don't know how you pronounce it,
Flav.
but yeah, I don't know whether he's paying homage or taking exception to your phrasing, the most powerfulest. But either way, I think we can bestow that honor on Rey Skywalker, who we know is the most
Oh, yeah.
powerfulest.
No. Guess get it right. She's the mostest powerful.
The mostest and the bestest.
She's the hostess with the
The
mostest.
Bestest ever.
We have the most random super chat amount I've seen for a long time. Let's get Brian, if we will. Brian, be creative. Give me your most random left field accent for this one, if you would, please, from our old mates.
Oh, I'll go with the old traditional. Eggs BT wrenched in the chat for £5 and 37 pence says, my, only one super chat so far. Have another.
Thank you.
Oh, there is
Eggs
another.
BT. There is another. Yep.
Yeah, we're tantalizingly close to 100 watches as well, but we can't quite get there. But I'm sure we'll make it by.
We just can't get out of this arena. Please move it along.
Which just before we go, left,
going.
middle, or right?
Let's
Left,
go.
middle, or right?
For the love of God, let us leave the arena in peace.
Do you think Dooku just they're like urinals, or do you think he goes on honking each one?
He's just giving himself 2 shakes before he leaves the arena.
I was about to
That's
say
very-
that. If he
that's
shakes,
very
then we know. Yeah.
That's very specialist pissing, isn't it? Moving on.
So if we tilt down a little bit, there's little pink cakes down there in the bottom of the urinal.
Oh, no. Oh, good God.
Cakes.
Just hear flushing in the background.
Urinal cakes.
Yeah, the pink one.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went into a motorway services? It was rather late at night, coming home from a gig, and walked in, and there was just one of them man in the toilet, and he was at the urinals. He had his pants around his ankles all the way down. No, it wasn't you, Edwards. But even
So
worse
Brown
still,
Scooter.
he was sat in the urinal.
Oh, no.
He was sat, hoisted up in the urinal. It was. I don't want to make assumptions here, but I think he was. Let's just say new to the country.
I was going to say, was he from India?
Oh, he was having a dump in the.
urinal.
Well, he was either doing that or having a sit down wee. I don't know which, but he was just. And you know what the most worrying thing was. He was like swinging his legs, like a child was on the bench, just swinging his legs. It was
Was he about 4 foot tall?
No, he was a normal kind of height. I don't know, but he was
We've
just.
got a super chat before we leave the arena.
Okay, yep.
What are you looking at?
Oh, here we go. Go on, Z, if you would.
Come on, people. Wrenched for £3.33 and 2 super chats. Take my 33 and a third.
Cheers, man.
Very good. Okay, well, I hate to do this, but we could be leaving the arena.
Gold.
And we got 100 people watching. Yeah!
Oh, we got 100
Finally.
watching. See, it was my
Hooray.
urinal story which finally convinced everyone to call a friend up and get them on. Okay, what's this ship? Is this some kind of shitty X-wing? What are we looking
This
at?
is
here?
this is one of the drop ships. Can I just
Yeah.
say, like,
Is
just
it?
like
Oh.
Echo here, right, with some kind of fringe concern that doesn't really have anything to do with the scene.
Drink, everybody.
There's-
Fringe? How
these-
dare you characterize me like that?
These,
Fringe concern, which doesn't have anything to do with anything. Unbelievable.
the balls where the gunners sit at the front that we've already mentioned here. There's other ones in the wings as well, right?
Mhm.
I mean, what happens to these guys if they desperately need a piss at any point?
They'll piss in their pants, don't they?
Mm.
Is it just a pool of yellow liquid in the bottom of these?
Well,
Maybe the clones are not made with anything. They're just like Action Man with none, basically. So.
Well, maybe there's like an integral system in the suit where they can just piss on the job.
Mm.
I hate this
They sit,
design.
they,
This
they
shit
sit in
sucks.
the gradually cooling soulless clone piss until the assignment's over.
But it'd be like a hamster ball when it decides to relieve itself in the thingy and roll about.
I don't like this ship. These ships,
Yeah, that's
they're
terrible.
Mm.
Isn't it?
They're absolutely terrible.
They look like the main don't know what you call it. The body of the ship almost looks like a hanging ball sack, doesn't it? Just
Mm.
dangling. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
From that view, yeah.
It just, you know what it is? You know what it reminds me of? It's like you found 2 wings from a plane you got from Airfix, and you found a couple of pens and you put it on top, and you just put something at the bottom. That's what it looks like. It just looks rubbish.
It's not just me that thinks that then.
We got super chats.
Sword likes them, by the way.
Oh, I hate
Go on then.
Who
Go on,
would
bro.
like to read this super chat? Mega Geek?
Tom for £1 and 11 pence. There you go.
you
Darth Vader. There you go.
Oh, we've had another one. Here we go. Shall I do it?
You go on.
Mduke84 wrenched for 2 Canadian woke dollars. Great story about Brown's first trip to the loo.
You should hear the one about when his private tutor bummed him.
I think he told
Without
Smilers
glue.
that story.
Without glue.
Oh no, Brown!
my
You're
friend.
gonna need therapy by the end of this stream.
He's therapy by the end of every stream, I think.
Beginning.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
we're
it's
back to the arena.
No, I hate
What?
this scene. This scene is so crap.
So
There's no need
Z,
for it at all.
can you explain just what's going on, Z? Basically, what the fuck's going on?
Well, R2-D2 has reattached my head to my body, and I was having a really pleasant dream about these leather midget nuns and a catering-sized tub of mayonnaise. And all of a sudden, he reactivated me, and I'm in this arena.
So, Z, have you somehow the detachment of your head, has it affected your memory bank, or what's?
Well, no, not at all. My memory bank was perfectly intact. I just woke up with a bit of a stiffy.
Oh. I think Boosh has made an excellent observation. Actually, I think you're right, Boosh.
That's very good.
So droids
go
can
on then.
dream.
I don't know. Do they?
Well, androids can.
Well, that little gonk droid has fucking nightmares of getting his feet roasted on the old, the old droid torture chamber. Go on, swappers, if you will. Give us the old Yoda on that one, though.
he's sneezing.
Diarrhea. I have a bad case of.
Should that have been musically said? There were notes on either side of that.
Oh yeah,
that's what the guy was saying, and that's what Ryan saw in the lavatory.
Well, what does arse gravy mean as a comment? Good, bad, indifference?
I'm assuming
The
bad.
other day in another stream, somebody said ass gravy.
Anal seepage.
Oh. Remind me, it was was it a couple of streams ago? I can't remember. Somebody said ass gravy, and we kind of chuckled.
It's funny. Okay. It's funny because I get the impression that George Lucas just wanted to include everything from the last 3 films. I mean, there was no need for Jango Fett or whatever his name is in this film. There's no need to have the origin of Boba Fett at all. If you took it out, it wouldn't really make a difference. Let's face it.
No, it could have been worse. Sorry, there could have been, because apparently there is concept art of a young Han Solo.
It's like
one point.
What?
No,
definitely for Revenge of the Sith. Swappers, you were going to say before I rudely interrupted you with the Scottish internet mic delay thingy.
I was going to mention how he's trying to do the nostalgia baiting thing, isn't he? He's trying to get popular characters from the OT and just kind of find a way of getting them in there somehow.
Yeah, you're right.
Better take the rest of that armor off my dad's decapitated body.
Good shout by Wayfarer there. Does look a bit like a Time magazine cover. But Max, you're on the same wavelength as me, because I always wondered, why did the head not drop out the way he's holding it? And,
no, you wouldn't be holding the helmet. You'd be finding the head, wouldn't you? You'd be like, Dad, the head. You wouldn't be putting your head towards the helmet. It's just a stupid thing to do. And also, as I said,
so really, he should be holding his decapitated father's head. Yeah,
you would find it, wouldn't you? What you
I
would find the helmet.
I just imagine the head slithering out like cranberry sauce out of a can.
Like horse gravy, some would say. Yeah.
We saw it fly out earlier on in the shadow, didn't we?
It was decapitated and flew off in a different direction. It should be just to his right.
Yeah.
Well, it probably got kicked around the arena like a football by the droids. Probably.
It's I just think they thought this was a really nice, clever shot. It is kind of, but it's still no need for this character at all in this film at all. You know, why create a background story to a minor character that was in the film? Nostalgia, I guess.
Melvin's got a theory. He thinks maybe the chin strap's holding the head in.
I remember when this kid was interviewed on New Zealand television at the time, and the current affairs show after the news, and he was saying stuff like, it was really cold, and I had like a cool time, and like the most Kiwi accent you can imagine.
Z, could you read this next one out from Smilex, if you would? I think it's
I could.
perfect.
Smilex wrenched. The child has never cradled my helmet.
God.
No matter what you hear in the next few weeks in the news.
Lord.
Smilex outing himself as Philip Schofield.
Nothing to do with me, that one.
Brown's boyfriend.
Not touching that one.
It's not good.
Look at thinking about how a motorcycle helmet fits over someone's head, though. It does kind of like encapsulate the head, doesn't it? So if someone's head got
it wouldn't come out. Yeah, it's correct.
Absolutely
correct.
Would hold it.
It depends. Well, I mean, I guess they wanted their head to be separated, and this is like an image, I guess. I don't know.
Philip Schofield. Anyway, folks, let's all just take a drink because we've left the arena.
Yay!
Some said we'd never do it, but we have. There we go.
No, this is this really bad scene. Do you remember when?
No, really good scene.
What's
really
her name
good.
falls out, and he's like, "We gotta go back for a no, Anakin. Blah blah blah. We have to stick to the plan, Anakin." Do you remember that scene? Oh, I was in the cinema. I was like, "Oh, this is so bad."
No, Anakin, let her die.
It is so bad. The acting and everything is just awful.
Question for Brownie. Brownie, if you had to shove one of those heads up your arse, which one would you get? What would you choose?
Jesus Christ.
I know where you're going with this.
Yoda's an option.
It's obviously going to be the guy on the right.
Obviously.
You're fucking brave.
Well, you've got Yoda, you've got Windu.
Well, I've had piles, you see, so it's really loose down there.
Oh, I mean, Yoda's got quite a wide head, so maybe Kiadi-Mundi would be easier. I don't know. I'm just trying to help you out here.
I've had hemorrhoids at various points in my life.
Various points? I thought you only get them at one point in your body. Where else have you had them?
All right, moving on.
I got to ask you.
Well, how comes he's got a red lightsaber? I thought it was his.
Because he's pleased to see us. That's why.
No, that's purple.
That's purple.
Is it?
Purple. Yeah.
Red on my screen.
Max, Max, think that's you on the right there, Brownie. Key Brownie Mundi.
Warning, Max Voomfondel. Official channel warning.
Yoda doesn't look too
warning.
Happy there, does he?
No, he doesn't. He's got to shave that off, though, hasn't he, Brown? Come on.
He's in denial. Just do.
It's ridiculous. Just a few wispy things.
It's
gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Look, I wonder what Yoda would look like with a beard. Why does he shave freshly? Not much better with a beard, wouldn't he?
Maybe he doesn't grow hair on his face, just on top of his head.
Hipster Yoda.
Yeah. I mean, I can't grow it on my head, but it does come out of my ears. So it's all down to the individual, really.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if you can grow enough out of your ears, you could probably sweep it over, couldn't you? I mean, you know.
We don't know his culture, though. I mean, for all we know, he could be a hippie.
Yeah.
Smilex thinks he'd look badass with a handlebar moustache.
How do the clones know who to take orders from?
Yoda.
But do they take orders from him? They've been told to take orders specifically from.
They've been programmed,
No,
don't they? Programmed.
They have their ranks on their uniforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they've been programmed just to take orders, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of, it's no point in asking those questions because nobody really knows. But that's what I assume anyway.
What if one of the droids, what if one of the Jedi, says, tells them to just off the cuff remark like, "Oh, fuck off."
Yeah. Do they understand irony? Yeah, that's a good question. Are the separatists because philosophical reasons, economic reasons, or they're just annoyed with the Senate's inability to do stuff? What is the reason they're separating?
Don't know.
The latter, with a bit of pushing from Palpatine.
Yes.
Okay. 1,000 systems.
So everybody has to hold him apart from Yoda. Yoda's stuck to that
That's a
ship.
good observation, Ian, yes.
He's got a very low center of gravity.
Yeah.
This is Swappers. I want to just see how you navigate this one, if you would, in the style of Yoda, of course.
Sword in the stone. The chat says, "My hair does not grow on my balls. Covered they are."
As if he's got
I
balls.
don't know why I found that so funny. Thanks, Sword in the Storm.
It's not quite the syntax, is it? That's what
No,
No,
it's
It needs an apostrophe somewhere in there,
yeah.
or a comma maybe.
So he's shooting the fuel cells, and bada boom, there we go. God, this is bad CGI.
I don't know. It just felt like playing video game.
Well, it was good for the time. When I
Yeah.
saw it, I thought it was good, but now obviously it isn't. So
Yeah, it's no Battle of Hoth, is it?
no.
Yeah, good point.
If you can forgive the Liberator in Blake 7, you can forgive these events.
I guess.
Run away!
There's a nice reverse shot of Ewan's mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the every time his hair changed. That's just like a bog standard drinking game, isn't
That's
it?
a follow-on. Okay.
It just turned into an 80s power ballad video, didn't it?
Good call, my young Parawan. What the freak?
Here we go, Swappers. Try again. We've got some punctuation in this time.
With added grammar. Brilliant. My hair does not grow on my balls. But they are.
It's still not right. It should be like, here my head does not grow on. That would be right.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
I think
What will we do without Echo here? Bloody hell.
Echo, you're so good. So good.
I think we're being told off, everybody.
Really?
It's a good point.
Who wants to read it?
Tom.
Saying that the
Shouting.
effects were good for the time. We just saw Fellowship of the Rings and hated this trash.
It's very good.
What, did Tom go to the cinema to see Fellowship of the? I don't understand what he's saying. Or is he
Yeah, he's
referring
saying
to when
what-
he saw it?
Yeah, he's saying
Was
at
it
the
out
time.
at the same time?
Same
No,
time.
it
more or
wasn't. No, it,
This came out a
Year
couple
before.
of months before the Fellowship.
Fellowship of the Rings.
Yeah.
I see.
Thing is, Starship Troopers came out a couple of years before
Yeah,
this, 3
exactly.
years, and that was
97, I think.
fucking mint.
Mm.
Wasn't Fellowship of the Ring 2001? No.
I don't think it did come out at the same
Oh,
time.
the Two Towers. I think he's referring to the Two Towers.
Yeah, Two Towers was 2002. This was 2002 as well.
All three of those Lord of the Rings.
When I saw this film, I thought the effects were fine. As I said, but looking back at it now, you just think it looks like a computer game.
Yeah, when the images are in motion, it doesn't look as bad, but when we get the free shots of stills, it just looks atrocious.
Yes, it's a definite measure to judge the old practical versus CGI effects debate, isn't it? When the original models from the original trilogy, you freeze frame those, still look amazing.
Starship Troopers got it spot on.
Do you think with since there's so much CGI that like it would have made camera movement, like tracking shots and things like that, would have been too difficult in the context of so much CGI, and that's why everything is very static with all the shots?
No, that's no. They could move the camera if they wanted to because they have markers, don't they, on the green screen, so that the CGI just follows the markers. So that's not really an excuse, really. Let's face it. If it's bad, it's bad, I guess. But George Lucas hasn't got he's not very imaginative when it comes to shooting shots and stuff like that. That's why he's not a very good director. So
no, absolutely right.
He had all the time in the world to make this, and that just goes to show how bad a director he is. Because if I had all that time in the world, I'm telling you, my shots wouldn't be as static as most of the shots that are in this film. That's for sure.
Well, from one director to another, Mega, I'm just glad I was able to give you all The Last Jedi. But anyway, Swappers, we've got another Yoda submission, so good luck with this one. This is from Boosh McFadden. Here we go.
Boosh McFadden in the chat says, as Yoda,
Yoda, yeah, it's Yoda.
I didn't think this CGI was good even then. It looked like a cartoon. I saw T2 and Jurassic Park. Suck, this movie does.
Jurassic Park did Jurassic Park came out the same time as this?
19.
Jurassic Park was
93.
93.
Oh, 93.
Was it before it?
Bloody hell.
Was it before it?
Yeah, damn near a decade before.
But that's the thing, you see. I mean, you know, again, when it's moving, you just kind of go along with the ride, don't you? You know what I
The
mean?
thing about Jurassic Park was the CG in that was minimally used as well, and they used a lot of practical stuff for the close-ups.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing that was full CGI was the T-Rex, right?
The shot on screen now. It's a shame we didn't have a still of Starship Troopers, and you would just see the infinite difference.
Oh,
Well, the infinite
Brown,
difference is that they
fucking
in
Troopers.
Starship Troopers they
Have you ever
actually
seen it?
went to locations and they had models
In
as the ships
Arizona,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Utah,
so
somewhere.
but with this is mostly CGI, isn't it? Well, actually, all of it's CGI. I think
This does look an
Phew.
awful lot like an episode of the Clone Wars cartoon.
This fight does do one clever thing
What's that?
to help the audience keep focus on who's who.
Mm.
If you watch it, for the most part, all the separatist forces move from left to right, and all the Republic forces move from right to left in the shots.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
But seriously,
So-
though, if
Get you.
you know, George Lucas had no excuse. He had all the money in the world, and this is what he came up with. It's you know, it's not good. This film's not good. At
Tim's
all.
talks in the chat. Hello,
Oh,
Tim. Tim seems to have now transitioned to Force Ghost. He's got the blue kind of outline around him. So good luck in the netherworld there, Tim. But he says he loves this movie, Rebel Moon. Yeah.
I had Rebel Moon on my hard drive, and I just binned it without watching it.
You bin the whole hard drive. Oh,
No,
that's so
yeah.
The
I was
first
so
one,
disgusted
or the
with
second
it.
one.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one's not good.
I think I
this one.
watched 5 minutes of it. I thought this is shite.
Mm.
Binned it.
Is it written by Zack Snyder as
Yes,
well?
it is. Yes, it is.
That kind of says everything, doesn't it, really?
I must ask Mega Geek. Mega Geek, give me your opinion on Zack Snyder in no more than 5 words.
He is really, really shit. There you go. How's that?
You nailed it, folks.
He was. I could just see him counting on his fingers as well.
I was.
Where did all this stuff come from? All these ships?
It was off screen, Brown. Did you not see?
Oh,
It does look very CGI, these shots. As I said, when I was watching it, I thought it was okay. Do you know what I mean? So,
Oh, the colours going on
oh.
here.
I remember.
You what?
Death Star plans some.
Yeah,
I can't
I mean,
speak on the left.
It's not just a member berry, though, is it? It has an actual function in the
it does. It does.
setup.
Looks like a big, you know,
ball.
Ribena. Force. The Death Star plans are not on the main computer. They're here.
Can we all just take a drink for the desperately bad green screen happening on the screen?
Absolutely. Well, we've got a super chat. We've got actually a bit of a serious question from Mega Spider-Man. Should we get into this one? Who left Mega Spider-Man for 5? Is that euros? Oh,
Euro.
off with the euros, Mega Spider-Man. Give him a refund, Brown. We don't want none of that. Anyway, he says, who left a better impression with their debut films and why? Darth Maul or Count Dooku? Let's go around the table. Mega Geek, start with you. Maul or Dooku?
Maul.
No.
The reason
you're a
why I
Maul
say
guy?
Maul is
Okay.
the reason why I say Maul is because that sequence at the ending just was fantastic. I mean, I do like Christopher Lee, and I think he did a really good job. But I mean, the fight at the ending is nothing compared to Maul's fight.
Yeah. Okay. Echo, what about you?
I have to go with Maul just because the extent to which Christopher Lee is squandered in this film he's so great, and he's just utterly wasted with nothing dialogue. The camera angles don't linger on him in cool ways. He's just on CGI. So it's just by process of elimination I go with Maul.
Master Niyat?
I think Maul has more of a menacing appearance, but Count Dooku has more stage presence.
Okay, good shout. Fair shout. Yeah. He brings that weight to the role, doesn't he?
Gravitas.
Yeah.
He brings that dong, as they say.
Yeah, the Liam Neeson effect, yeah. Brownie, what about you? Surely you're siding with your lookalike. Sounded like.
Yeah, Maul was a great character, what we saw of him. But George just, God knows why he did what he did. But yeah, Christopher Lee, he's a great actor. And he's given crumbs, and he still makes a good job. So, yeah.
Z, what do you think?
Maul for style, Dooku for substance.
Oh, okay. And if you had to bed one of the two?
Now, what did we decide on Darth Maul's cock? What did that look like? Was it the rocket one?
Red and black with spikes on the end of things.
Barbed.
Yeah, Dooku.
You go with Dooku, okay?
Have you heard the noises that Fox makes at night when it gets it on? Yeah.
God.
I can imagine myself screaming like that.
Oh, God. Well, that sobered me right up. Brian, original question, not oh, good God. Vietnam flashback.
I'm going to hate myself for saying this, Rune, because I love Sir Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go for Maul for two reasons. One is the fight scenes, obviously. And the second one is he has that kind of less is more quality that Boba Fett does. You kind of fill in the blanks yourself. Dooku, again, I think everyone in the panel said it already. He's just, Christopher Lee's kind of wasted in this movie.
Yeah.
The dialogue is so stilted, it's unbelievable. I think George did him no favours, and yet he still has the gravitas, and as Z said, he does have the substance, and the plot revolves around his character and his actions. But Maul just edges it for me.
Okay, fair shout. I think, is that everyone?
What about you?
I missed anyone? Me, I mean, look, I like the two. I do think what a shame we didn't get a bit more of Dooku, and Maul, in fact. But yeah, I've always been a sucker for Maul. Love the design, love the that fight scene is absolutely fantastic. Weirdly, I was rooting for Maul. I hated the fact they were 2-on-1, and so I've always been a Maul guy. We have got a super chat, which is going to put us in a slightly difficult predicament, but it's a super chat, so we have to do it. Brown, I'm going to hand this over to you so you can handle it in the most delicate way possible.
84 wrenched at the moment. $2 Canadian woke. Who can read that line the most?
Come on.
One problem. I think that's actually Dooku's line.
How could the Jedi come up with an armor so quickly? It is. You're right. These guys are the racist ones, aren't they?
How could the Jedi come up with an army so quickly on?
How could the Jedi come up with an army so quickly?
Ding. Who can read this line for the most? Sorry, go on.
Let me just grab my guitar. Who can read the line the most racist?
You can't pull that out of the bag. Wait, like go pick up a guitar off the wall. I'm not having this. Very good, very good. Anyone else fancy joining in the racist wank fest that we're enjoying at the moment?
I just want to hear Brian say it in Steele Saunders' voice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how the fuck could the Jedi come up with an army so fucking quickly?
Is he still relevant, Steele Saunders? Is he still a thing?
Was he ever relevant?
Well, some say he's the best thing that's come out of New Zealand. I don't know. I mean,
he's Australian.
Beg to differ.
Exactly.
He's from fucking Melbourne, mate. He's not from fucking Hendon.
Oh, that's robot heads. Yeah, they are there. Yeah.
Well,
Just
don't get me
tooling with
started.
You win.
Watch
You win,
Robot Head
Echo. By the
appear.
way, you win.
Yeah.
Robot Head, are you there?
Is he in the chat or is he in the green
No,
room?
just
or
something very, very fucking trippy happened last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
What?
on Echo's stream.
What are you talking about, bro?
Echo was doing a little montage of communiques, weren't you, Echo?
Yeah, it was a stupid comedic bit. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Moving on.
Let us send all available droids into a battle.
What nationality are those creatures again?
what nationality?
In other words, what nationality were they trying to make them
Oh God!
in this film? What was it? I
so-
can't remember.
They're supposed to be
Oh,
Japanese.
right, like Japanese, of course. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Why are these guys still taking orders from the spooky spectral guy when everything that happens is always terrible?
Is this
I'm
the
not
guy
sure,
there?
right?
Isn't it?
That's
That
the
fella?
man. Poggle the Lesser, as he's known.
Death Star in the background.
This is what Brown looks like 43 hours into the Attack of the Clones stream. Which, oh, look who it is in the chat, everyone. Not Simply Steve. Hello, Simply Steve. Yeah, the chat moved up. It's Robot Head. There he is.
He's
He's lingering,
Weird.
lurking away.
Yeah.
Hey, Echo, I don't know about you. I'm convinced now that Robot Head is a stooge account for swappers.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
no,
this is
I-
it's exactly the same comment. Did you say something exactly what he said yesterday? So I don't know. Something's fishy.
I think Robot Head has got a sock puppets account in our chat.
Yeah.
Something's going on here, Robot Head. We know you're.
Well, he's
very
wrenched as well, so yeah.
It's like when you mention Dark Side of the Walk and he suddenly appears strangely, it's almost as if there's someone in the panel who runs the account.
Can we just put send the call out? We want Dark Side of the Walk. If anyone, 100 people in the chat, someone must know him. Put a shout out. We want Dark Side of the Walk on. If we could get him on,
Yeah, we
that
need
would just
walk on, don't we?
yeah,
Walk
let's get
on,
on walk
baby.
on.
Flash
Atom
walk
Gray,
signal.
send out the watch.
Is Yoda's head
Atom
on
Gray.
fire?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it looks like Yoda's head's on fire.
He's burning his little wispy hair.
Samuel L's just slightly burnt what's left of his hair. What a bastard!
It's not going to grow back.
Atom Gray, unfortunately, as you all know, Atom Gray, valued member of the community, has made a request, and we must agree to it. We have to go back to the arena scene in honor of Robot. So I'm just going to.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, everybody. See you next time.
Yeah, exactly. That does look like Yoda's head's on fire, doesn't it? That picture.
Who's doing the line?
Oh, it's you, Brown.
No, I
Yes.
can't do. I can't.
You're the
do.
only one who can handle this, Brown. Get stuck in. Cancel yourself, Brown.
Okay.
On you go.
Pilots, land in that assembly area, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Runtings. That wasn't very good.
From the
Look
top.
at that. Do you know, look at
How's-
that.
How is the line the same on? Okay.
I think I screwed the slide up. Look.
Yeah.
He's replying, yes, sir.
No. It might have been.
Goddamn assembly area.
It might. It might have
Least.
been overlaid over that shot. He was
Yeah.
saying it, and then they had the shot of this guy.
How
Yes,
good
sir.
does that look, though? For
It
I know
looks like a
it's-
painting. It looks like a CGI painting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look real at all.
It does look good, though. I'll
That-
give it that.
That mask there looks a bit like Beaker from the Muppets.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
I am just gonna have to don't hold your horses there, man, babies. I'm just gonna have to flick back a couple of scenes just for this one, just for this one. Swappers, here we go from Simply Steve in the style of Yoda. Go. Oh, it's moved. Hang on. There we go. There you go.
My hair, you singed.
With his lightsaber accidentally.
I'd love it if that actually happened in the film.
I
sort of,
know,
he was just
we're
trying to
making
pat
it
it
so
out with
much-
his hand, trying to extinguish it.
so much better than it actually is. Okay, we've got more fucking
That looks awful.
orangeness and bad ship design and CGI. Oh God,
Two
George,
pens.
you
You really
shit
think the
the bed.
ships were that bad? I
I
don't think they were
hate
that
these
bad.
ships. These ships are
Really?
awful. Yeah. It's just
Okay.
no imagination on this ship at all. It's just ridiculous.
Brown, could you put a poll into the chat and ask who wants to go back to the arena scenes?
No.
Good night, everybody.
Take care. See you next
Take
time.
care.
The
Good luck,
chat
everyone.
demand it. Jim wants to go back to Padme's bodysuit rips. No, we're dragging our horses towards the end here, man, babies.
Who's going to do the? Oh no, this is the trooper, isn't it?
Yeah, these troopers are CGI. They're
Truly
CGI.
echo.
He's talking to no one.
I have 5 special commando units awaiting your orders, sir.
Motherfucker.
Should that not have been Echo?
Guys doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how long has this Clone War been going on up till now? So how
Drink,
old
everybody.
are these clones? How old are these clones?
5 minutes.
4 days. 4 days
They're
old.
about 10 years old.
Yes.
4
10 years
days.
Can I just
So this,
say
this war has been going on for 10 years.
No, this
they were ordered 10 years
started
ago.
this afternoon.
Okay.
They were ordered 10 years ago, though. Can I just
Okay.
say, bad CGI in terms of they all look like they're just milling around, and it looks a bit unnatural.
Some
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
staff
they'll-
meeting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Samuel L. Jackson's not even looking at the guy. He's looking somewhere else. So I'm assuming these people are just being
I mean,
comped
the
in.
trooper and the green dude at the right as well. Just-
So do you guys want to know?
Go on.
I was going to say, do you guys want to know their ranks? Because I think this is the first
Oh.
shot where we actually get to see the different colors. So apparently,
Isn't it Commander
green
Cody?
Orange is what?
potentially, but green is sergeants, blue is lieutenants, red is
Ah.
captains, and yellow are commanders. And the Jedi serve as the clones generals, which is why they're referred to as General Kenobi and General Windu.
See, it's not just bumming jokes on this channel. We actually get some real knowledge now and then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Attention.
this line,
Smoke it.
this
Attention,
line on
please.
screen would be really well delivered with Brian's Steel Saunders voice, but with the clone kind of helmet filter on it.
Oh, God. Oh, yes.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Hang on.
Sir, I have 4 special commando units awaiting your orders, sir.
Steel Saunders
That was-
cosplaying. Look who's rocked up in the chat, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's definitely a sock puppet.
Oh, he's real.
unbelievable.
Can we get
Unbelievable.
Brownie? I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Do you want me to send
get
a link
the-
out to Dark Side of the Walk?
Get Dark Side of the Walk on a stream. Yes, let's do it. That would
Maybe
be fabulous.
he already is on the panel.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think maybe when you know, the Akashite.
Mm.
I think Dark Side. I think when Akashite is on,
Yeah.
I think we need you on 1 week.
Has Yoda got muscles there?
He looks like he's ripped.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it looks like he's ripped. Look at his muscles. Oh my God.
Another terrible Yoda line, but go on, swappers. We're sticking with you.
To the forward.
His throat's gone out.
In my throat there is. To the forward command center, take me.
It's so bad, isn't it? Oh, God, take a drink. Yoda's head's still
Ring
It's on
It's
fire. It's still on
You
fire.
can still see the look purple. Look at the purple lightsaber. How shit does that look?
Oh no,
that's
that's
dog.
bad.
Can we just go full screen a minute? Look at that.
Yeah, go on. Look at that.
How
bro.
dog shit is that?
I'll be honest. I can't draw my eyes away from Yoda's smouldering head. I mean, it's really distracting.
Christ.
Jesus, Yoda. He didn't have a lot to start with, but bastard mate has really took what's left off. I mean, good God. Feel bad for the guy. 800 years to grow this hair it took. We have some kind of spider ship. Mega, what do you make of this ship design or vehicle design?
It's awful. I don't see the point of this. Why would you have something with legs walking around when you got ships that can fly and faster than this?
They fly now?
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But anyway, it's just so that they can show you they can do it via visual effects, I guess.
Amber Sidaway is in the chat. Hello,
Amber
Amber
Sidaway is in.
Hello.
Sidaway, Amber Sidaway, Sidaway.
Hi.
And as Amber Sidaway comes, Amelia Bedelia goes. It's we can only have one female in at any one time. That's in the Brown Alliance.
Good night.
Once Amber Sidaway's bored, we'll get Rennie in, shall we, Brown?
Yeah, one in, one out. Yeah.
Yeah, one in, one out. That's fair. It's like what's that club in London which only allows males, but occasionally we might let a female in. Yeah, that's the one. we occasionally might let a female in for a gangbang. You never know.
I heard somewhere.
I noticed Melvin has bailed his tattoo footy for his liking.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when we get a little bit coarse around the edges.
He's a sensitive soul.
Oh, okay. We'll see him on the next one. Don't worry. Kit Fisto.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
He's here. Look,
Hello, Melvin.
No, he's here, Melvin. What are you talking about, bro? He's having a good time and you're writing him off. What are you he's enjoying himself. Melvin, we've tried to rein it in a bit tonight. I know some of the chat's a little bit edgy, but we're trying to rein it in.
Do you think we're going to finish this tonight?
No, it's not going to happen.
No.
But the thing is,
you guys.
The thing is, right? One more week on this, and then it's pretty much Akashite.
Well, I'm not going to be part of Akashite.
Oh, yeah, come on, Mega.
No.
Come on.
Not watching that shit.
Amber has missed
away
most of this movie, so I'm not. Look, let's be real. I'm not suggesting we go back to the start.
Oh, no.
But maybe we go back to the arena.
No. Good night.
Catch it on the re-rub.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay. Sorry, Amber, I tried. What's this here?
It's when they blew up the
what is that big?
It's the
ball thing.
Oh, God, what is it called? The generator thing that they blew up.
No, that's a Federation starship. They're trying to escape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looks a bit like the inside of a Ferrero Rocher. Should you take away all the chocolate?
Interesting.
Boom.
Stream killer.
So rather than take them prisoner and get further information, their immediate decision is to shoot them out of the skies.
Well, yeah.
Nice one, Jedi.
Oh, God, look at this ship. Oh, honestly,
look at it! Look at it!
Awful. That bit in the front. What's that all about? Seriously. Who ticked that? I really don't know who approved this shit. So awful.
George approves everything from the art department.
Sorry, how long has the Separatist war been going up to this point?
Don't know.
10 years? Since the Phantom Menace, no?
No,
Since the Phantom Menace?
Not at all. This is the start of the war you're seeing right here.
Okay, so why did they generate a huge bunch of clones 10 years ago?
Because
Palpatine did that in secret.
Because you can't send them into battle when they're toddlers, Echo.
No, but why would... So is no one questioning the fact that a gigantic amount of clones were made 10 years ago, randomly?
But nobody knows
No.
about it.
Nobody knew.
They do.
Yeah,
they do question it, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah. Isn't it when...
They question it, but they go, I'll be fine.
Never mind.
Master
Yeah.
Yoda, all 4 positions.
Didn't Didn't Obi-Wan go there, didn't he, to check it out? And then he found out that they were cloning and stuff, and it was ordered by who was it ordered by? Was it Palpatine
Master
or someone?
Cypher Diaz.
That's it. That's the fella.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cypher Diaz.
Swappers, it's you, over to you, mate.
Is that a relation, Ian?
Yeah, unfortunately. We don't talk about it, though.
He's a Jedi Master who vanished 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't the Separatist war technically begin when they invaded Naboo?
I don't know.
No, that was simply over a trade dispute.
Yes, that was a Trade Federation blockade. So that wasn't really the start of the war.
This is the assassination of, I nearly said Les Ferdinand, Archduke Ferdinand moment. Poor Les.
Wow. Americans have no idea about that.
One for the Brits, everybody.
It's not nearly as exciting as Googling Hugh Edwards, so I wouldn't bother if I knew.
Sounds like a really funny indie movie, though.
Very good, very good. What's he saying very good to?
Good, very. Good, very.
Shouldn't be good, very, shouldn't it? Take a drink, for Christ's sake. This is
I'm going to say we were probably suitably impressed when we saw this.
Well, I thought it was okay. I wasn't blown away by it.
As I said, we sat through 2 hours of tedium to get to this stage, so I'd have taken anything at this stage.
Where is this action taking place?
Geonosis.
So we're outside the arena. Where relative to the arena are we now?
Just outside the arena.
Just outside the
We
arena.
might as well pop back in then while we're there.
Leave the arena, take a right. You want 20 miles straight ahead, and it's on the second left.
This one sucks.
Brownie, this was the point in the movie where you got to near the bottom of the popcorn and realised your shooter's cock was sticking through the hole in the bottom.
Thanks for joining us this evening, everybody. Really killed it.
Good night,
Good
night, Melvin.
Take care, everybody.
Sorry, everyone. We have more of these ball turret things, don't we? Yeah,
we do, yeah.
Maybe you should write a story about it, Brown, baby reindeer style. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
I'd still to watch that. Is it good?
It is good, actually.
That looks like we're in Mordor.
Yeah,
That's a bit,
very
doesn't
dark and smoky, isn't it? Yeah.
So apparently, to help distinguish between the good and the bad guys, in addition to what Brian said earlier about subtle
Left,
cues being
right.
incorporated in the design and the movement of where the good guys and bad guys are moving, the sun is always behind the clones, resulting in a gloomier sky behind the Separatists. And the missiles that we see here were color-coded to denote the allegiance, so the Republic rockets leave clean white trails, while the villains launch missiles that have noxious black-purple exhaust, as we can see here.
I can see why you've got 1,000 subscribers.
Knowledge.
Fantastic.
Knowledge and sobriety. It's a remarkable combination, isn't it? We've got just a message for Brian. This is, and now I know this chap. He's the owner of the rather successful website, twinksoncam.com. Says, hey, Brian, message me after the stream. I want to book you soon. So, there you go, Brian.
He's actually a SPFL referee, and he takes his job far too seriously.
I'm looking at the scene, and this honestly, it's making me laugh. This is one of the stupidest films conceived ever. This is ridiculous.
But
I think George. I think the problem with George is that he just thinks about spectacular things, and also he went deep into the philosophy of Star Wars, didn't he? I think that was the wrong turn. That was the wrong thing to do, in my opinion.
I don't think that maybe slight disservice there. I know what you mean, though. I think his ideas about it and how he illustrated the democracy turning into an empire and Anakin's turn are all relatively solid, but it's the execution again that lets him down.
Yeah, well, he didn't have any. I don't know who helped him write the scripts. I don't know, or was it just him?
Just him, I think.
It was
Daily
just him.
Sport, I think.
So he wrote the script to this. He finished the first draft, I think 2 to 3 months before they started shooting, and they kept rewriting it throughout production. And most of the time, he wasn't happy with the dialogue. So a lot of the Anakin and Padme scenes were just improvised.
Yeah, they were awful too, even though they were improvised. Yeah.
Move along.
Well, back to the well, what are we calling it?
Future.
Back to the future.
It's like
Welcome to the
like,
future.
like Brown's also when he bends over. I don't know. It's just this big red mess, isn't it?
Japanese flag.
That's the one. Rather fitting because we've got the Nemoidians there. Is this a Nemoidian line?
Yes.
Let's pick on someone. Go on, Master Niyat. Give us your best Nemoidian, if you would.
We must get to the starships, back into space.
Oh, he's damn good, isn't he?
He
Wow,
is.
he's been keeping that in the locker, hasn't he?
Well, they disappeared.
They vanished.
They vanished.
Boom, boom. There you go.
Well, they ordered the retreat. Okay, they were out there like a shot. Oh, who's this guy? He looks.
It's
Tingle.
Poggle the Lesser.
Oh no!
It's not the most fear-inspiring name, is it?
No.
Did what happened to those characters, the ones that disappeared just now? What in the whole of this saga, did they get killed? I can't
Yes, in
remember.
Revenge of the
Next
Sith.
movie.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They get sent to Mustafar, and Anakin is sent by Palpatine to kill them. So there's no evidence.
Mm.
We only want peace.
I remember that scene.
Remarkably, Melvin's still with us, folks.
Hiya, Melvin.
Yeah. And we still maintained 100 man babies in the chat, which is always
brilliant. Amazing.
that's unbelievable,
Fantastic.
isn't it? I'd
It
love
is
to know what
unbelievable.
hour we're into, Brown. I don't know if there's a quick way of calculating it, but we must be
2 hours and
must have done-
45 seconds.
Oh, hurry up, will you? Move it along.
So, more chat in the old planning room.
God, it looks disgusting.
Yes.
Get away with
Is
this
this
crap,
are we getting towards the point where Dooku gets on some kind of vehicle?
Well, yeah, it gets on a bike thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drives
Flash.
away. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
right. Yeah.
His cape was moving way too slow for the speed that he was going at.
Yeah.
16 and a half hours. Gee.
16 and a half hours.
Sending
Okay.
my
You know,
warriors to hide in the
has
catacombs.
anyone ever given this film more time than the Mr. Brown
Well,
Alliance?
we've given it more time than George did.
True.
No,
Who was
George gave it
sending-
all the time in the world. He had all the money in the world as well, didn't he?
Oh, this.
George.
There you go. Look at that, everybody.
It's
It's a
Mm.
mess. It's a mess.
Did they need to put this in? The Jedi
old-
must.
It's
It
a
looks like
member
it's spray painted because it's got like
Yeah.
trickles of spray paint coming off at the bottom of that disc.
Was this used just to try and connect the movies?
Mm-hmm.
The entire prequel trilogy is just to kind of connect the dots. Oh Christ! That's got to be swappers with that Photoshop.
Robide's back, everybody, and he just says, I'm far too busy to be posting in this chat, but he's looking slightly sloshed there, isn't he? I mean, brilliant.
Is it not odd that the Geonosians are implied as having been responsible for the designs of the ultimate weapon, aka the Death Star, yet we hear nothing of them in the original trilogy?
That's the problem when you do prequels, isn't it?
yeah.
That you you try to connect them all and then you just forget about certain
Fail.
things. Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as to say Flash Gordon is superior than this because Flash Gordon's effects were awful.
Apparently, we cover 8 the film per minute
What?
streaming. Wow, we need to slow
I think
down.
we're going too fast, Roo.
Yeah, I know. Slow it down. Damn it. Oh, what's this? Oh, the handing over the designs.
The plans,
Wow.
yeah.
This is the Death Star plans, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
They're on that
They're
disc.
gonna dance.
The Death Star plans are not in the main computer.
No, they're on the disc.
Mm.
Nice.
And we get a small version of it. Yeah.
I know you didn't need to have this in
Exposition.
the film either. It's just I don't know. We're just
It's for the.
the need to connect it all. It's like you really don't need to connect it all because it was many years later when the first, Star Wars. happen. So
Khalid has joined us, and he says this film has been given more time than a Fred West jail sentence. Oh, we do love a Fred West reference. Have a good old drink, man, babies. In fact, down it in one. Look at the fucking state of this. What is going on?
God, a train wreck.
It's like someone just shorted CGI all over the fucking toilet, isn't it? It's really.
I think
really
you guys are being too hard on it. Seriously, they're
What?
just
Really?
thrills. When
you're not.
when you were watching it, though, it was okay, wasn't it? I mean, it was just okay. I mean, it's not brilliant, but it's not as bad as everybody's painting it out to be, is it? Really?
I never had Mega Geek being the positive one on my bingo
everybody. I
card.
think that's the time to finish now, don't you? I think we should finish there.
I always thought these Hailfire droids, the ones with the big wheels on them, just the most impractical designs. They're just such a big target; they can be taken out so easily. I don't know why they're designed like that in the slightest. It's all just for like visual spectacle, obviously.
It's funny because they didn't give anything a second thought about what they were designing. I remember watching the making of Star Trek 2 when they went into a deep dive, and everything from the badges to the language to everything they basically investigated and put a bit of logic behind it and stuff. It looks like with this, all they did was it looks good, let's put it in there. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I'll do.
I think George Lucas probably said to the concept artist, just go mad, just create all the best droids possible. Everything that comes into your head, we'll just put it down on paper. I'll come in and have a look. And he stood there and scratched his chin and thought, "Yeah, we'll have all of it."
Yeah, because the first design of Zee-ThreePIO, right, was obviously based on that film. But I get the feeling that those Roger robots was the very first design, and they're like, okay, we'll take that. I'm like, oh no, come on.
Not too many polygons as well, so we'll have that. That's a computer term.
Oh, this is where he gets on his bike, doesn't he? Buggers off. Yeah.
Why does he do this? Because Obi-Wan and Anakin spot him. If he was in a normal ship, they wouldn't have seen him.
Yeah.
I guess that answers itself.
No, but why did he go there? Did he have to pick something up or something? I don't understand why he went
Death
there.
Star plans.
Of course.
No, it's Deliveroo, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the green backpack on his back.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
It's
Still
foreshadowing.
Yes, yeah. It's just a bit silly, really. Let's face it.
I do like the sound of the speedboat.
Drink.
Drink. Take a drink. Oh God! In fact, just next a bottle.
It's not even him. It's just his face has been put on a stunt guy, isn't it?
Drink. That is a drink.
Bad. It's actually
they recorded him. They took a photo of him on an exercise bike, and
film is a nightmare.
MJ makes a good point. Do you remember those Vespa bikes from?
Trying to forget it,
hard
mate.
to forget them.
Yeah, trying to forget it, pal. Seriously.
Black Lives. Look at chat. Yeah.
That's what we did there. Very good.
So embarrassing.
But the thing is that when you were in the cinema, you didn't go, "Oh, that's terrible," did you? You didn't stand up in the cinema going, "No, that's really awful." Otherwise, you would have got shot down. You would have got shot down by everybody in the cinema.
Callie just sneaks in at the end, and he just drops a couple of bangers, doesn't he? And he's come up with this one. Looks like a flying mobility scooter.
Yeah, not flattering. Not flattering.
That probably was.
Yeah.
They videoed him like riding around the Skywalker Ranch lot on one of those mobility scooters, really slowly, and then composited him into the movie with CG.
How old was Chris Lee here anyway? How old was he when he made this film?
78, 79.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
That's
Was
amazing.
that? Well, I don't know how old he lived till Brian. Was this surely
80s,
towards the end of his career? Was it?
No, it was in his 90s when he passed away.
Oh wow! Of course he
Okay.
was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good on him.
And he still looked. Didn't look like he was in his was he 80s, 70s in this film? He still looked good.
He was 79.
Wow.
Where is he riding to?
I don't know. Riding to get the Death Star plans or something like
No,
that.
he's
But
going
he's
back
got the
to
Death
his-
Star plan.
He's going back to his solar sailor ship. He's
Of
got
course.
the yacht.
Yeah. But that thing
Personal
opens
yacht.
up, doesn't it? And when it flies off. Yeah.
As Flav
Okay.
says, yes, he was 93 when he passed. He passed away in June 2015, which means he bailed before The Force Awakens. Very wise.
Oh, perfect
Very
timing.
wise man. Wise man.
Legend.
Just take a drink. I don't really want to say anything
Mm,
about it. For God's sake.
There's a picture of him,
Oh, I do like that, though.
Vincent Price, and Peter Cushing when they're all in their twilight years, and you just look at them and you think these guys, moved horror, like no one. You know what I mean? They can never be people like them anymore.
I do like this shot, the way it's framed.
I do. Yoda, you bloodthirsty maniac. Kill everybody on that ship.
Also, always a partial for a bit of Yoda mullet. I do like the fluffy Yoda mullet at the back there.
The special effects people had trouble trying to put hair on Yoda.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredibly hard. I saw the making of. They were saying the hair was really hard to do on Yoda.
We talked the pubic hair or the hair on his head?
The one on his head, and also the material in those the material, his clothes was hard to imitate as well. They were saying so. Yeah.
Could we get the same team to try and put some hair on Brown's head? Would that be a similar challenge?
I think that's impossible.
Technology's come on, so
yeah, it has. It has.
Sword in the Storm says, "Whose hair changes most, Yoda or Obi-Wan?" God, there's a
toughie is that.
There's a brain buster.
In fact, I think Monster Inc. was the film that actually did hair or close to right, wasn't it? Monster Inc.
Yeah. On the
were they the first ones that had purple hair?
Oh
no, they were the first ones to act. Oh, I just got you. They were the first ones to actually create the hair to make it look like it was real. So I think they were the first. I don't know.
Just going to skip back briefly for Ceteris Parabolus. Go on, swappers, if you would.
Tony's barber, the Larry David, give me.
Very good. Well, we've just got a few left. Not sadly, not for the whole movie, but for this stream. Nice close up of a trooper there. A couple of bullocks in the sky.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
These are not real. These are not real because you can tell by the elbow thing. Now they do have shots where people are actually in costumes and talking to people. There are a few shots, but these ones don't look real at all.
Is he doing YMCA in the background?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
But a quadrant is an area of space, just like a sector is an area of space. So how can you move quadrants to a sector?
Don't know.
I can't resist this from Smilex. I only want to see you standing with your purple hair.
Not purple vein.
No, we're not going to go there this time. And Sword in the Storm just getting serious with Mega Geek's points. Each individual hair on Sully was animated. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what they did. They broke ground on that one.
Kevo has an interesting question. Does the carpet match the drapes with Yoda? Well, let's go to Mr. Brown, who has a similar kind of graying, balding going on.
They don't
What's
match,
going on in the pubic region, Brown?
They don't match.
Oh, they don't match?
No.
Liar. Don King down there. I'll wager.
Okay, that's interesting, Brown. Because when I saw you sat on the urinal, you had this massive grey.
But that was many years ago, wasn't it? It was many years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't speak for Brown, but for Yoda, if you yank down his grundies, there's probably a little cloud of cotton wool sat there.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got so much bush going on down there. He's called it Kate.
Look at that.
Oh no.
Ugh.
A quadrant is a region defined by the two axes of X and Y. Just wanted to add that.
Apparently, it's correction. We're always
collars and cuffs.
Collars and cuffs for a bloke. Yeah.
I think the problem with this is that it doesn't look like they're huge. The scale, when you look at this picture, you
There's
don't get
no
a sense
scale.
of.
It's just
Don't get sense of scale, do you? For some reason.
There's a fascination with your bush now, Brown. This could become a bit of a thing of legend, I
It'll be a small sweater then.
It's scratchy when
and really, Brown, this is the slide you want to leave it on. This War of the Worlds bullshit.
Yeah, we'll leave it on this.
Okay, well there we go. We end on a giant bollock, folks. So there we go. So what's left, Brown? We've got about how many slides?
I think we've got about 180 slides, so that'll cover it.
180.
Yeah.
So do we think next week's realistic for?
Yeah, I think we'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Or we could always really, really pad it out and then go straight into the Akashite. That'd be amazing.
Go back to the arena, you mean?
No, it could just take really a long time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We're going to leave it on this incredible cliffhanger, a big giant bollock in the sky. But we do have Zee's probably a good one to tease us on what's coming. What have we got left on this movie, Zee? Just a few highlights, just to tease the folks in the chat.
Spoilers. Oh, right. What we've got coming up next is Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Count Dooku.
Wow. Banger.
Yoda versus Count Dooku.
Banger.
There you go.
So
plus Padme falls out of a transport.
Oh yeah.
We don't care about that.
That was funny. That was really funny. The stupid dialogue that followed.
Leave her, Anakin. You can get another girlfriend.
Really bad.
Which is the film with the bloke with the 10 lightsabers?
This film.
No,
it's the next film. It's the next film. Yeah,
robot thing, isn't it? With
General Grievous.
General Grievous.
We're hoping to do that on May the 4th next year.
What cough?
I feel it'd be remiss to not finish with a song, and Jay's given us some lyrics. I think I know this one, but let's go on, Master Niyat. Give us a few lines if you would.
I don't know what this song is.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. Can I go to the bollock?
Go to the.
Everyone knows this song.
Spirit in the Sky.
Go on, Echo. Then you take it away.
In the sky.
That's the one.
Bollock in the sky. No, I can't do it. I'm not in key.
When they lay me down to die, I want to go up to the bollock in the sky. We tried for you, Jay. You know, we've been doing this a long time.
We tried so
hard. Brownie, do your formalities and put us all out of our misery, if you would, please.
No, do you want to do it? Do you want to see us out? You've done everything else.
Okay, then. I just thought
you've done a sterling work this evening, my friend.
Well, look, it's been fun. We've had a lot of arena action. We got through it, but I just want to thank all my fellow retrobates. Thank you to Mega Geek.
Yeah, cheers. No worries.
Thank you to the man they call Echo.
This film is horrendous, utter trash.
He's enjoying himself, folks. Thanks to the unique Darth Kiplin.
Thank you, Rui, and thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you to the chat. Thanks to everybody on the panel. Some people I haven't met for the first time, which has been lovely being on with you guys. So, yes, and criticizing and laughing over this movie makes it all better again.
Certainly does.
Thanks to the man with the knowledge, who we saw headless briefly tonight, which was slightly disturbing, but he made it through. Thanks to Zee-ThreePIO.
Always a pleasure, never a chore. Thanks to the panel, thanks to the chat, and hopefully we'll finish this motherfucking film next week.
Thanks to the man of 1,000 subs, and congrats, Master Niyat.
Thanks for having me on, as always. Pleasure to be here with you guys, and yeah, goodbye, chat.
You should come back for the Acolyte. We hate
Oh, I
you.
will. I will.
Oh, he's always a shoe-in for it, don't worry.
You can take my
Definitely.
place, mate.
It's going to be
That's for sure.
so...
You got to come, Mega.
Yeah, first episode, mate, just for us.
Clean slate, Mega. Let's
Go
open mind.
on, go on in. It might be the best thing
Social
ever.
justice warriors in
I
space.
tell you what, if you send it to me, I'll watch it.
I'll
then.
sort it.
Yeah.
I'll sort it.
I'll watch the first episode.
If he
Let's get a
watches it,
full
he
house.
definitely won't come on the stream.
gonna be a-
Thank you to the man of 1,000 voices, not Brian.
Cheers, Rune. Thanks also to Mega, Echo, Master Niyat, Z, Swappers, Brune, of course, and of course also to the magnificent chat. Thanks,
Yes.
folks.
And finally, thank you to Mr. Brown. Let me thank you for taking the reins again once more, Brown,
Oh,
and
you've been
guiding us
amazing
through
tonight,
some
mate.
more lovely hours of Attack of the
You
Clones.
should really get your YouTube channel going, but
I'm going to post a video in 2027. Just keep the subs coming in, folks.
I will say, chat, you are wonderful. You know that. Appreciate the interaction. Just amazing.
Good
Thank you
form.
for the super chats. We'll see you next time. Ruin, top job, mate.
Yes, we're going to get there, folks. Come back same time, same place next week. We're going back to the arena.
Good night, everybody.
See you
We
guys.
are back at the weekend. Have a great couple of days. Until then, see you, everybody. Take care. We're out of here.
Ta-ra.